Oh, God.
What's going on, guys? Radiads TV here with Dred. Morning debate about the games and the other stuff, whatever we go over. You know, sometimes it gets a bit carried out away. So,
yeah. I don't. You know what? I've been busy this weekend. I don't know if anyone knows, but I've been actually busy. So I've been actually sat down and watched the game. I've actually looked this weekend. I can't even say who's played. No, I watched your game. I watched your lot's game, and I watched
the worst we've played.
What other game did I watch? I didn't even watch the Man U game. I just watched second half. I didn't even watch the
worst we've played.
No, I watched Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham. I think I watched the Tottenham game, and they were just shocking. Like they're shocking. But over the results of the weekend, this weekend was a mad one. When I'm looking at it, car, I knew like Arsenal. Let's go to that game. That's fucking hell. Arsenal, Man City. I'm not even going to start with it. I'm going to go for the first game because the first game we've got to get that Jack Grealish. Yeah, we're getting that, but we're getting that in as well. The Jack Grealish Madison debate. We're definitely having that today.
Jack Grealish didn't play.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. He didn't play. Like
I don't care. I don't care.
He didn't play. And you thought he played for a second.
No, I know he didn't play. That was in my group chat. Obviously, there's Villa fans in there, and it was all like, "Hey, Jack Grealish was shit." Shit anyway with Jack Grealish. Yeah, so Chelsea game, that's the game I watched, in fact. Chelsea Southampton.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening to Chelsea because I had them as favourites to win the league. I don't know. I think it's because they had such a good
because they spent money, let's be honest.
Yeah, but they had a great transfer window. Really?
Like that one with the players, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit, right?
Like,
because
I looked at that, I thought, Ziyech.
That's the one I'm surprised most. Ziyech. I thought he was a baller. Like, I can't lie. Like, he is a baller, right? But I don't know what's going on at Chelsea because I've watched him against English teams in Europe for Ajax. Rip man down. So how's he struggling? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's the league that he's struggling with. I think it's Chelsea that he's struggling at. You know, like
that's what I was about to say. I think Chelsea's going through a mad time now where there's like groups of friends in the club. You know, like we came together on this transfer window, we came together, and then we're the youth. And then I think it's mad because Lampard realistically should have did better. I'm not gonna lie, with that squad, he should have did better because I do believe if Lampard, I don't know what it was. I just don't know what it is. Lampard should have got more time. I do think he got more time because if Lampard's been sacked and Arteta hasn't, it's weird. But then is it the ambitions of Chelsea and Arsenal don't give a shit, or do you know what I mean? So yeah, that Chelsea 1-1, that was a shocker. Like, I didn't expect him to win comfortably, but I didn't expect him to draw or lose, which is mad.
I thought that I looked at that game and thought Saturday early kickoff, Southampton away. That's not an easy game when it's early.
Not. No, it's not.
Like, you know, like I know you've been told, like, never bet on the early kickoff. Like, if you're going to bet, you're going to do don't even do the early kickoff because you could be done. Right? It could be over.
Your money's done. Yeah.
But I just saw it. I'm not going to lie. I saw them not winning. I didn't see them losing. Trust me, it didn't surprise me. But I won't say they're in a crisis. That he's came in the club, they've won 3, drew 1. I'd say that's all right form. Southampton away, man can lose that. Liverpool have lost that this season. Arsenal have lost that. Fucking teams
have lost that result. But but Southampton, they're just mid-table, innit? Like, be realistic. They're just a standard mid-table club. Like, they're just a Premiership club. You just stand like West Ham and the others. Like, when you look at it, so when you look at that, you think Chelsea should just win that, not comfortably, but it should be. They should win. They just should win. Like, I can't. You know what I mean? Like,
they should win. Should win. Like, it's like you shouldn't lose to a team worse than you. But
yeah,
these men it happens. Like they're playing a Sunday league team. You know what I mean? Man are pro ballers. Yes. So if you don't turn up, you could get turned off.
Turned over. Yeah. And then what was the next game? Burnley West Brom. 0-0. I don't. There's nothing to say. It says it all in it.
That says it all, mate. 0-0. I'm looking at that. They both of them just sit back and leave the ball on the off.
Yeah, basically, it's battle of the strikers. It's just like basically my striker will take your shit. It's just crap.
Share that. I'll post it to my Facebook, so you should be able to share it.
Yeah, one sec. Yeah, and then you've got you lot Everton. That game was that was madness. That was madness.
Like, you care about the penalty that got given at the end because the performance deserved that penalty to happen for us because it was pathetic. It's like This is the problem at the moment with this team is every time we concede a goal, we just go boom. Like at the moment, like it's like we just come crashing down to no confidence, gone into Sadio Mane. If you watched him this season and never watched him before, you'd think he's a League One player. Like he playing fucking shit.
No, do you know what it is?
Firmino's playing
with you lot, yeah. Obviously, the injuries don't speak for itself. Talking on a normal football, forget the banter. You know what it is. It's if you're a manager, you've lost all them players. Your head's gone. It's inevitable. Like realistically, I know that. Everyone knows that. We all know that. It's just banter because it's Liverpool.
Yeah,
how I look at Liverpool
now, and the high rules on. The high and even just gone there. It's gone down to the floor.
Yeah. So that's that's what it is.
Couldn't stop fucking winning. Stop fucking losing. It's mad. Don't get me wrong. You have to look at the model that we're built on. Everything with this Corona, this COVID, no fans, the injuries. It's just don't play into our hands one bit, mate. Because say we had the injuries, but we had the fans there. The fans might be able to drag us through a bit.
I was about to say that. That's the only reason. When I kept saying I don't care about the injuries, because the injuries is a part of the game. It's inevitable. We can't predict an injury. We can't predict who's going to be out. We can't predict that as fans, and neither can the manager. We don't know that. I do believe if you did have the fans, you can still carry the momentum with them injuries.
Facts.
Yeah. However, but what I do also believe, though, you lot as a team, Liverpool, you shouldn't be in this position. Like,
but that's the owners.
You shouldn't be in this.
The owners are left short on depth. Like if you look at the squad, even going into the season without injuries, the backup, it always had people saying, "Yo, if you man get a few injuries, you could be done." That's all man have said over the last 2 years. Like,
I said last year.
All my brethren have all said, if you man get a few injuries, you could be done. You know, and I'm like, yeah. Could be still like, but we don't seem to get them. Like, this season they've all came in one, and I think a big part of everything. It's like the no preseason, the intensity of Klopp's style with not having a preseason, not having a break to rest their body. I
can agree with that. I was watching Liverpool, and I'm saying, this is intense Liverpool that was watching last season. They don't even press high anymore. You don't even press high. You actually don't even press the 18-yard box.
Fake press. It's like a little, shall we press?
Yeah, it's like, who's triggering it? Like before you used to have trigger
belief in what we do right now. That's because, that comes from that. Like they don't want to press because they don't want to get countered and concede the easy goal. But in doing that, in dying yourself, you concede anyway. So it's
of course you do. Of course you do. It's when you lot are going through what we went through 2 years ago. You know, like when the ball comes, it's not panic station, but it just looks like you're always going to concede in a mad moment. Like a mad moment happened. That's what we went through 2 years ago. Man U was doing that. We could be 3-0 up.
You're back there. You know when certain players on the park, that the rest of them control. It gives a certain belief to a player. Like they can just relax a bit more, knowing they've got that protection of Fabinho midfield and Endo, just shoring things up. Thiago, I feel like he's the hardest so far, to be fair, because he's came in as a luxury. He's came in as a luxury player, which he was. Like he's a luxury player. He's not a player that you want to stick CDM and do the graft. Like you want him to go next to the CDM and take it. Like
and play, number 8, a real number 8, isn't it?
Endo here. Like, look at one of Thiago's best games this season, Endo and him played centre mid together at Everton. The Goodison. We got robbed that game, They obviously had the Van Dijk injury and all that, blah, forget that. But the goal that we scored last minute, they took it off us. But that game, Thiago played outstanding. Like, even his first couple games for us, he played outstanding. Like, it was...
Thiago it's not even that Thiago is playing crap. He just looks weak in the Prem. And it's not because he looks weak in the Prem. He looks weak in the Prem because he's coming... I think he's probably had the hardest transfer, to be honest. I think a lot of players was kind of scared of the Liverpool thing because of the expectation of what they did last year. So when you come to Liverpool now, you've got to in. There's no time to be bedding in. If you're bought as a first team player squad member, you need to be able to play now. Fact. Now, like that, and that's what a lot of the signings this season. This is why when I kept saying to you, I think everyone leveled up because I realized if you look at all the transfers, every transfer actually fitted every team. Every transfer that got done, it's like teams that actually got the script out and looked at all the mistakes and filled in that smoke. So when I kept saying that the league's got better, I wasn't saying because Liverpool's come crashing down why the league's got better. No, it's not because of that. I'm saying like teams ain't making no money this year. They're not making no money. Like, so every team this year is playing on a loss. So the only time you're going to make profit this year, literally, is winning something. Like, That's it. Merchandise and winning something. That's it. That's the only way you're gonna make money this year. Yeah. So when I look at like, who can I use Crystal Palace as an example? I can use them as an example. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
TV money's big. They get like millions of
no, it is, but it's not profit though, is it? It's not. You can't buy a player off TV.
Each club gets like 200 million. So it's
but it's spread out. Yeah, no.
Certain clubs, I'm telling you now, are relying on that. Not Liverpool and Man United.
No, that's
other clubs.
Fulham's, the Fulhams, the Brightons, that's what I'm saying. So,
you know what I mean? United shirt sales. There's people online right now ordering their Man United shirt to get delivered to them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why teams like ourselves and Liverpool and the top clubs can stay. But like everyone, like I was saying, everyone's actually bought players who fit their mold. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I said I used Crystal Palace as it, because it was like Crystal Palace. What they did was right. Everyone knows Zaha's our talisman. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows Zaha. So what teams are going to do is stick 2 men on Zaha and nullify his game, which any football sense will tell you that's what you do. However, what he did then was right. I need someone else to be more creative. If Zaha's closed out the game, they went and got Azar. Like what with that signing there, because I rate him highly, massively. Not that he's a world great player, but he has the great potential to be one of the best. Like he has the potential to be the best, and you can see it in his game. So he's coming.
I just think he looks to me like another Balassi, like with a bit more technique to him.
No. You know what it is? I've got to look at his age. You've got to look at his age. Yeah.
How old is he?
And look where he's come from. He's 19.
I thought he was older than that, to be fair.
No, he's 19. Let me just make sure. I'm sure I know he's young. I know he's definitely young.
22. I knew he was 22.
Oh, he's 22. That's still young. He's got potential. He's still got
22. He's at Crystal Palace, mate. You're not that good. Right?
No, you can't say that because then you've got players like Ross Barkley on loan.
Man said Ross Barkley. Shit.
Not shit. He's just not a world beater. He's an average player. He's not shit. Like when I say shit, I look at people like
one says Palace have lost 18 out of 20 games when Zaha ain't played. They're finished without him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they needed to add more. They needed to add more to them, more creative to try it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it hasn't worked out in their favor, but they've tried something to implement their game. Like who else is there? There's another like Everton. Everton's another example. Ancelotti's gone in there, and it's mad how people don't talk about it. Ancelotti's gone to Everton with fuck all. We know Everton don't spend big money. We know that. We know Everton are not a big money club. Max is like 34 mil or something like that. Their biggest transfer. Do you know what I mean? But what Ancelotti has done has worked wonders, mate. He's done wonders, with what he's done with that Everton side. And I was sitting there with Messiah watching the game, and I said to Messiah, I said, Everton's going to nick this. I said, Everton's going to win this game. And he said to me, nah, mate, Liverpool's got enough. I said, yeah, they might have enough, but the difference is, what he did was so clever. He put Digne out on the left, as a fake winger. He was just a fake winger. That's all he was out there as a fake winger. Like he wasn't even going forward. He was just actually a fake winger, waiting for Robertson to bomb on past him. And then, what's his name? Godfrey would just literally took him as a third centre back. He would just push back and it nullified your attack. It literally nullified it.
I'm not going to I don't think they played that good. Everton. I don't.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't play outstanding. They just felt
that 2 minutes in, help them go. Hang on a minute, 1-0. We basically started the game 1-0. Let's sit up shot. Let's sit and counter.
No, and that's what Ancelotti's plan was, because he knows if it's 0-0 going against Liverpool 0-0 at Anfield, it's a fucking derby. We can't afford to go into the second half. Yeah, you need it. Everyone knows it. You're going to Anfield. How do you beat Liverpool? You get the early goal, you sit back. Because Liverpool's threat is in and behind. We all know this. They're not a tiki-taka football team who's going to play 9 million passes around the box and then open you up and then slot it top in. That's not what Liverpool's going to do. Do you know what I mean? So Ancelotti he got his tactics spot on. He got it spot on. Nullified their attack.
Against Liverpool recently, because I don't think they're that hard to understand. You know what Klopp's going to come with? This way Klopp has to get criticism because Klopp don't change his style for his team. So it's like you're still trying to play the Liverpool way that you've had the last 3 years with this crop of players, and they can't do it. If anything, I'd say for a bit while we've got these issues, just sit back a little, make us harder to score past, and try and use Mane and Salah's pace a bit more to get him in behind from counters. But instead, we're still trying to do that. Oh, we're the dominant side. We can still show we dominate the match. Look.
You are.
We'll come after an interview and go, we have 70% of the ball. We dominate the match, showing that our style's still there, but we're just quite lacking in the, getting it right. But it's like, fuck all that. Yeah, we know your style works. It only works. You don't need to keep proving to us that it works. We know it works. Liverpool at the start of the season came in weak. Like you said, everyone else strengthened a bit, below us, which is going to happen. When Man City and Liverpool are setting standards, the only way you can get near them is strengthen. Like, you're not going to it's not just going to happen. Yeah. I hope they get weak. Like, and with Liverpool we didn't get weaker. We did get a little bit weaker with Lovren and Lallana leaving, but other teams, like you said, got better, but we didn't strengthen. And you've got to keep strengthening. You've got to go with maybe not every year you don't need to strengthen, but every 2 years.
No, you don't. You have to have when you win the league, When you win the league,
I feel like we did strengthen with Yacht, but he got injured.
No, you did. No, you did. But what I mean by that is,
you see how when we wanted Bruno before you lot wanted him, we wanted him, but we won't put the money for him, But it shows, that Klopp really interested in him. Like he said a lot of things about him. Like he scored 2 goals passes in pre-season for Sporting as well. Scored a rocket passes.
Yeah.
We was on to him for a while, but because as much as we sold Coutinho and brought in Van Dijk and Alisson, Klopp still hasn't got that goal-scoring midfielder replaced. He's never. He's worked on.
I said it.
High energy, hard work rate, and the strikers blitzing, man. But now the strikers, there's so much focus on them because everyone knows the midfield don't score goals. So it's like we shut down the strikers. Who's scoring? And that's where we need a goal-scoring midfielder to come in there. Or Thiago in front of the midfield doing those passes that can't be stopped. Like something like that. Like, we definitely. I'd sign him back. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Klopp needs to just fuck all the bitter thing, whatever you've got going there, mate. Look at him and go, you know what? You had him playing the best he's played in his career. So
you got him to move. You got him to move to Barca. Bring him back.
You get him for 30 million right now. They'd sell him to you for 30 million. I'd take that. They still owe us 20. I'd say, you know what? Give him us for free.
Squash the debt.
Squash the debt.
No, just squash the debt and then we'll give you 30. Squash the debt, we'll give you 30. Fuck it.
25. Cheeky bastards.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
Squash the debt. We'll give you 30, but we'll pay you over 5 years like you did to us, you cunts. They're in no position to say no. They're skint. They're gonna have to sell everyone.
Barca's fucked. Like, I'm kind of happy with the Barca situation. Now we're actually talking about that because Barca, a lot of their players are gonna be getting sold. A lot of their players are gonna be getting sold because Barca solely rely on their fans. That's why their stadium is one of the biggest if not the biggest in Europe. That's why. And you can't afford to be losing out on.
You go to the new and you hear that mercy. It's mad.
Listen, it's horrible. I've been. Everyone knows if you've been to New Camp, you know the experience of the New Camp. You know what it's like. Whether you're sitting on the bottom lower tier or the right. What did he? We got to focus spot, right?
Salah don't score, Liverpool don't score. So true. Because Mane, he wasn't a threat one night. It's like Salah's the only threat. Mane, you can actually leave him to have a chance and he'll miss. Right. Sitters.
But do you know what it is with me? I noticed this 2 years ago. And this is what I noticed 2 years ago. This is what I knew this was going to always be Liverpool's downfall if you didn't sell Salah. And the reason why, because what happened? No, I'm going to tell you why. Because when Barney had his best season at Liverpool, was it 2 years ago? When you won the Champions League, that was his best season, isn't it?
Oh, Mane. No, Mane's best season was last year.
No, that was his outstanding, his best. When everyone knew, like,
season was last year.
You think it was his best last year?
Yeah, 100%.
Think about it. I think that season. Remember that season when you won the Champions League? It was him who was popping up to keep you in second place. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was him that season. You got to look at it. It was Mane. It wasn't Salah. It was Mane that year. So for me, that. He was scoring. No, he was scoring the important goals. He was
him and Salah that year. Both finished top goal scorer, level with Aubameyang. They all got the golden boot, all of them. So
yeah.
It was all saying. So same consistency.
Yeah, that's why I said. Yeah. That's why I said that was his best year because obviously he didn't win the golden boot last year. Yeah, he won the league, but it weren't. Salah is world class.
World class.
Salah is not world class. Salah's not world class. I'm sorry to upset Liverpool fans. Salah's not world class. He's a great player. He's not a world class player. He's not a world-class player. Like, Salah doesn't even take people on. He actually doesn't take people on. So, as a winger, that's what I want to see out there. I want to see you take man on, make man look silly. Salah ain't world-class. For me, I don't want to upset Liverpool and say like I'm hating, but he's not.
I don't think
he's not.
because if any Liverpool fan sees this, Liverpool fan saying he's not world class, they'll be like, what? Is he even a Liverpool fan? Yeah, I just don't think he's world class. I think he had a season that he reached world class level for a year. Yeah, and that was when he fucking broke the Premier goal scoring record. That's world class when he scored 46 goals in a season, going on nuts, bending in, top corner every game, taking players on like Dred said he was doing it that year. Now, ever since he got that shoulder injury in the Champions League final, he hasn't been the same player since.
Yeah, Ramos killed him. Yeah, Ramos killed him. Ramos killed him.
Ramos ruined him. Ramos destroyed his whole ability to take on a player. He no longer dares to do it anymore. Like he was looking like he was going to be world class. Now you don't go from 46 goals in a season, which is a world class numbers, to 20, and then he's still world class. Like you can't drop off by half, and they're both classed as world class. I'm not hearing it. Like,
of course not. Like you know what it is with Salah. Yeah, like I said, because Salah don't take on people no more. He don't do that. Like for me, like Salah's
goals.
up there. He's up there.
Goals,
You don't really get assists. You don't really do nothing apart. He does score, but he actually doesn't do nothing. Like he's like he is the spearhead of Liverpool's attack. He is, but he actually isn't. Like, listen, replace Salah.
What I will say about him is, his movement is fantastic. I've got to give him that. Like his movement, mate, because he's so quick off the mark. If he gets shot and we do the right pass to him, he's in. He gets a lot of chances.
Yeah, he's in. No, he isn't. He isn't.
If he ain't
world class, a lot of players.
The guy is a goal scoring machine, but being a goal scorer don't make you world class.
All right.
Because
that's what I'm trying to say. Because
what about is he a world class footballer?
No, okay, no. So I'm gonna answer that for Smith then. So Alan Smith, Alan Shearer was a goal machine. Was he world class?
Yes.
Like you think Alan Shearer was world class?
Yes, 100%. Not even a
Alan Shearer was world class. You look at Alan Shearer's game. He's a world class.
Yes. The better Batistuta, mate. The better version of Batistuta. That's what he was, mate.
Wow.
Look, see, you're going to say wow, but look at the goal scoring record. Shearer shits on it. He's played in better leagues, better everything. You're mad. Alan Shearer is 5 times better than Gabriel Batistuta. And Batistuta was called world class, so I'm not having it. Right? Shearer's got third in Ballon d'Or.
Is Alan Shearer better than Didier Drogba?
No.
Is Alan Shearer better than Andy Cole?
Yeah.
Is Alan Shearer better than Ian Wright?
100%. Not even
wow.
Out of my mind. Right?
Wow.
Question. Man said Ian Wright. You can't be serious. Ian Wright played in the same era as him in a better team, by the way, and still couldn't score as many goals. Nowhere near. Like nowhere. Shearer
because Alan Shearer. No, so all right, then. So this is what I'm going to break it down to. No, let me break it down then. Alan Shearer has played for teams that he has to give the ball to Shearer. He has to score. It's the same thing with the Messi.
He won like that for Newcastle. Newcastle had ballers, fam. They had Lauren Robert. They had other players. They had Nobby Solano. They had players that could score. It wasn't just through Shearer.
Alan Shearer was the pinnacle.
You know what you can't say?
No. Watch this. Alan Shearer. Listen, this reason why I said this, Andy Cole never took penalties. Yeah, he never took penalties. So if he did take penalties, he would have battered Alan Shearer's record.
So Suarez is better than Henry then?
What? Is Suarez better than Henry?
He didn't take no penalties.
That's a good debate. That is a good debate. Now,
let's talk about Shearer. Yeah. Walker's 91 sport. Shearer was incredible. How can he not think he's world class? I'm guessing he's on about you.
Right, because he's on about me. All right, and let me explain Walker. When I say world class, you have to perform world class. Your stats don't make you world class. This is the problem with football today. Your stats do not make you world class. When I see world class, I need to see brilliance. When the ball comes down, you chop it again.
Look at the statements. Like it's worded differently. Like saying, "Oh, I'm a world class striker" is different to saying I'm a world class footballer in my eyes. Because a world class striker, that is purely based on does he score a lot of goals, mate? Yeah.
Now, no, not even just that. It's not just purely.
Was he a world class footballer? No, Ronaldinho is a world class footballer.
This is what I'm on about. So this is what I'm on about. When you say world class, you've got to
take that away from him. I'm sorry, you can't. It's like saying.
Inzaghi. So would you say Inzaghi then? Would you say Inzaghi was world class? Because he was a fucking great goal scorer.
Class as world class.
He was a great goal scorer. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you see when you see
every week to tell you if he was.
No, you can't. I agree with that.
I'm going to pay him his respects and say, you know what? I saw him bag in big games like the Champions League. He gets us in the final, fucked us up, clever.
So
yeah, maybe in his era.
So Ginge, so was Alan Shearer better than Shevchenko? Put both of them at their prime. Yes.
All day long, mate. All day long, mate.
Wow, that's madness. That's madness. You know what it is?
You're looking at it like you're always looking at it on the athletic point of view. Like, but Shevchenko.
No, I'm not. No, I'm looking at it.
Do you know what Alan Shearer done when he licked that ball? It used to go in. Like, that's all I do know.
You see world class. You see world class for me.
End of.
Cool. Yeah, that's your opinion.
Except for you.
No, that's what I'm saying, because it's what you put as it's what you put as world class. Because for me, your all-round performance needs to be world class.
No,
you see Harry Kane. You see Harry Kane. No, you see Harry Kane. You see Harry Kane.
Like a midfielder as well, and be on some technical brilliance.
No, it doesn't have to be. No, it doesn't have to be that. Listen, let me finish. It's like. Alright then, cool. So alright then, you see the goals like what Ibra would score, or what Lewandowski would score, where the ball's come, he's got 3-4 men around him, he gets out of the situation, bang, chops it, bangs it top bin.
Couldn't do that one. Like, if Lewandowski comes Premier League and he gets 3 or 4 men around him,
let me finish. Did you watch the Champions League fight? Did you watch that Champions League game against Real Madrid? What Lewandowski did? Did you watch what he did to Real Madrid single-handedly? When he was at Dortmund, did you see what he did?
I watched it once single-handedly.
From that game,
he had a lot of first-time finishes, so it couldn't have been the thing.
Listen. Lewandowski destroyed Madrid.
I don't want to cut you off, Dred. I just want to try and stick to what people are saying, because this has been irritating, this comment, for a while. If it was that easy, if it was easy to do what Salah does, everyone would do it. Yeah, I want to comment on that.
No,
saying what he does. Yeah. Now, because you do something that's hard, does that mean you're world class now? No, it doesn't.
No, yeah, like, it doesn't.
Top class,
Mike Morris.
World class players. There's just good players. There's average, a bit better than good. Like, there's levels to it. I would put Salah below world class in the top class category.
Yeah, so would I. I would. Salah's a great player. He's a great player. He's a great. He's a great.
Yeah.
What you saying?
Wait. What was I gonna say? What you saying? You got a podcast, yeah?
You getting in or what?
Yeah, bro. I was
Who's that?
Share you up to my people as well, bro. You get me, to support your thing.
Yeah, I've shared it, man. If you go on my Facebook, you'll see it. Just give it a share. Jump in and give it a view, man. We're on it now, me and Dred. If you want to, jump on. All right, cool.
So like, back to the Salah situation. Like I said, Salah's a great player. Salah is a great player. Like, Salah's a great player. Like, as you go down in the Premier League, great. Yes, he will. Will he go down in the World Cup? World class? No, he won't.
He will, though, you know. But listen, I don't think it's world class, but we know how the world think and the media think. Now, on the media right now, they don't only just look at him world class. He's comfortably in that door. Like, he is cemented as a world class footballer in the world of football. Like, everyone calls him world class in the media, in the public eye. Like,
because like I said, I don't know. I said it.
That's what people
world class. But no, this is what I'm saying, because world class. Matt Letizia, is a great player. He wasn't world class. He's a great player. Yeah. He doesn't get spoke about. You've got people like Tony Adams.
Of course, he didn't get spoken about. You didn't excel to a level that deserves to be spoken about. You stayed at Southampton, mate, rotted there, and accepted it. Shearer could have went for but Shearer chose not to go United, so that's why Shearer don't get remembered like he probably would have. Man's got 7 seasons in the Premier League, hitting over 20, and Dred is talking about he's not world class.
It's not. It's Shearer. Like, when I watch Shearer, I don't look at Shearer and think, remember, that's my time. I didn't look at Shearer and think, he's absolutely beast. He's absolute beast. He's an absolute. I didn't look at him like that. I didn't look. I didn't.
He's my defender, but I did look at him like, yo, you've got to stay tight on him, because give him a yard. He's putting it in. I'm telling you, like, he was that.
No, he would. Yeah.
It would just go in like
off. Alan Shearer is, like I said, I
free kicks
personally, game style, playing style. Yes, so no, everyone might not agree, but I personally think Harry Kane as a footballer is better than Alan Shearer. I believe that. So you can't say Shearer was world class and Harry Kane not.
That I remember Shearer's playing style that well.
No, I do.
What I can say is,
the reason why I do.
What I can say is this: Harry Kane plays in an era where it's easier to score goals, and he still don't score as many as him. So I don't know.
You can't say that. You can't say that because what if? So if Harry Kane, all right then, is Alan Shearer better than Van Persie?
No.
There you go. Van Persie's numbers are shit.
Man said
Van Persie's numbers are shit.
His numbers are only shit because of injuries. When he stayed away from injuries, his numbers are great.
But his numbers are shit though.
But his
So
numbers
this is where it goes to my argument.
You know the
Is Van
reason.
Persie world class? Is Van Persie world class? Is Van Persie world class?
100%. No doubt about it, mate. He proved it. He did it for enough years to prove it. Maybe if he didn't have them last 2 years at Arsenal and that year at United and the World Cup for Holland, people might not have ever got to see it. But they got to see him. He finally went injury free and showing everyone, look, I am world class. I'll show you. And he was, and you can't deny it. At Arsenal, got the Golden Boot. Moved to United, completely different team, completely different setup. Got a gel. Guess what? I'll get Golden Boot again because I'm world class. And that's what world class players do. Right. Van Persie, undeniably world class. He was a better category of it than Shearer, I'd say. Shearer only gets in there because of his accumulation of goals. You can't ignore it. Right? He's hitting 30s and that. Like back in the 90s, by the way. At Blackburn.
So what about Ferdinand then?
Who?
Les Ferdinand.
Well, what about him? He's also on record. Don't even talk about him. He's got about 100 less goals than Shearer. Played in the same league as Shearer, a better team, his whole career, and got less goals by about.
He's got more goals than he's got more goals than Van Persie.
He's never had a season like Van Persie, so he can have more goals all he needs. He can have more goals all he needs. I don't care.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Stats don't make you world class. Stats don't make you world class. I've proved my point. Stats make you world class.
Yeah. Doing the business makes you world class. And if I'm
world class, exactly.
I'm not world class because I scored 27 goals this season. I'm world class because I'm delivering every year, like at a higher level than anyone else can deliver. So why am I not world class? Now, Salah don't do that. I don't think he does that. He might deliver numbers, but he ain't delivering performance. Like he's not a striker, you know.
Yeah.
He's more asking him out wide than if he played up top right now every game and got these numbers, I'd probably call him world class. But he don't. He plays out wide. He's a winger. He has more of a job to do. You got to track back. You got to skin your fullback. You got to set goals. He don't do none of that. So you lack loads of fundamentals to be a world class
exactly
player. Right? But yeah. Shearer didn't lack because he scored such an amount of goals over a period of time that you have to put him in there. And it wasn't just that. It wasn't that he scored goals, you know. Like, because if he scored the same amount of goals as he scored, but there was all tap-ins, I wouldn't give it him. But look at his quality of goals he's scoring. Like, they're not just fucking average goals, mate. He's scoring bangers. Shearer was a...
So what about Drogba?
Drogba was outstanding, mate. Big game player.
Yeah, but a lot of people...
What you call a player world-class for can be different reasons. There could be so many different reasons to it. Theo calling Salah world-class, I can accept it. You know what I mean? I'm not bothered that man call him world class. I understand why they would call it. It's what they define world class, isn't it? Theo clearly thinks people who score goals at a higher level than most must be called world class. I don't think that. Right?
Basically, I don't think that. I don't think
it. Listen, if Salah, because he's only been in it 3 years. Listen, if he has another rage season, does something big in the Champions League, does it again, comes again, does it over the next 2 years, yeah, gets Golden Boot again in the Premier League. You know what? I might turn around and give it and go, you know what? Because he's been so consistent, I'm going to give him it for his consistency. But right now, I ain't giving him me. It's fucking shit. Theo said, Dred, name all the world-class players in the world today. Obviously, let's not that many. From all, because there might be fucking 30 for all we know. So let's say, who would you say is your top 10 footballers
today?
Of today? And we're going off, and before we do it, are you going to do it off what you think performance-wise this season or just over the last few years?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what you're going to pull it off. Like, what you're going to, okay. Like, that's what
world class. You've got to be judging on the last 3 years. You can't just be calling a guy world class who's had a good year.
3 years, yeah. 3 years. Obviously, you've got the
if two. Exceptional, where you feel like it don't matter that they've only had a year. They've been that exceptional. I want to put them in there.
Yeah. All right, cool. World class players. The obvious two. The Messi's, the Rons. The obvious two.
So 1 and 2.
Mbappe.
Is this in order, or is this just?
No. This is just players. You said players, didn't you? You didn't say in order. You said players. I can't put them.
Mbappe.
Yeah, like I said, Mbappe. Who else should I put up in the world class? In the Prem. De Bruyne.
4.
I would say Van Dijk.
5.
World class. It's hard. 'Cause I'm kind of stubborn when it comes to the World Cup because you got to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what? I don't care. A lot of them might not agree. A lot of them might not agree. Yeah, and I don't care if you don't agree. But I rate this player highly enough. I would love him at United. Sabitzer.
You're putting him in your top 10.
Listen. No, not top 10. Not top 10. I think he's a world class.
Just discuss what we meant over it. World class.
No, you just said
10 footballers in the world right now. Yeah, over the
best 10. Okay. Oh, so, no. I didn't hear that. I thought you said if you want to put him in there. No, I can't put him in there. Then. He only had 2 good years.
Van Dijk was your 5th. So who's your 6th?
Yeah, right. Van Dijk. So this is no order. All right, no order. Last 3 years. Who's been beasting for the last 3 years? I can't. There's not many after that. It's mad. It's mad. Over the last 3 years, there hasn't been that many. Aguero, I got to put Serge in there.
So he's 6.
I'll put Aguero in there. I'll put Suarez in there.
7. Left out one guy plays for Bayern. Striker.
No, I was thinking of Lewandowski. But over 3 years, he had a quiet 2 years. Because he's had a quiet. If you think about it, he's had a quiet 2 years. Yeah, he's won them before, but he's been a bit quiet.
60 goals last season, you madman.
Like Lewandowski hasn't been the man. He hasn't been the man who everyone spoke about.
Years. He's just had his best year.
Yes, he's had it. But over COVID, he's been dead. He's been dead, fam. He's been dead. He hasn't
won yet. Yeah, Lewandowski.
Yeah, he's in there. That's 8. So do you know what I'm putting in there? I don't care. Fucking Bayern's left back. Alfonso Davies me. I'm putting him in there. He's world fucking class. I don't care what anyone wants to tell me.
Davies 9 and U10.
I'm gonna fucking put Gnabry in there as well. In fact, now you got me on fucking Bayern. I'm gonna put Gnabry in there.
Neymar.
I'm gonna put Gnabry in there. I don't like Neymar. I don't like Neymar. He's not my player. Via will tell you. I don't rate Neymar. Do you know what it is with Neymar?
I agree. There's 91. You cannot have it before.
No. Do you know what it is with Neymar? Do you know what it is with Neymar with me? Neymar, let me explain my Neymar reasons, yeah? You see Neymar, I'm going to say it for you. So Theo's going to love this. He's going to be in his crib. He's probably going to get their fucking lube out and start wanking. Neymar is like Martial, yeah? Neymar is like Martial.
He's had to join us on stream. Welcome, Smith.
Yeah, there we go. No, listen, shut up. Neymar is like Martial. Neymar winds me up. I want Neymar to do the madness, and he don't do it.
I've had to join the stream, yeah, because I'm hearing.
I don't care what you say.
Fucking madness! I can't believe it. I can't. We're talking about top footballers, and this prick says Sabitzer.
Sabitzer not been good.
Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe.
We're talking about world-class players. And you said Sabitzer.
This is what he said. Listen to what he said. He said, even if they've had a good 3 years and you like them, throw them in. I've been watching some.
We're talking about world-class players. You knew what the question was because your first 2 was Messi and Ronaldo. You knew what the fucking question was, mate.
Yeah,
don't
you
try
did.
that. Don't try that.
So what did he say? So James, what did you say? No order. You said.
I said if you feel like anyone's been so exceptional in the last year that you want to throw him in there.
And Sabitzer has. For me,
world class. He's been world class.
Fam, look what he's done. Look what Sabitzer has done. No, man. This is why I know man don't watch ball. Man just watch the Prem and think everything's. That's what it is.
World class.
Look what Sabitzer has done, fam. If you rate Jack Grealish and you don't rate Sabitzer, he's carried on to.
I've not said Jack Grealish is world class. Not said that. Not said that, mate.
Yo, fuck off, yo. Get him out. He's like, get him out. Get him out. Before I lose my head. Get him out of here.
Yo, Jim.
I think he has.
Tell me why. No, wait. Tell me the reasons why it's a bit.
Because what he's done for what he's done for his club.
Yeah, what's he done?
He came second. Against past Bayern over Bayern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he not, and he's carried his team to quarterfinals and semi-finals of Champions League. You can't say he hasn't done
that.
Well.
Makes him world class.
He's a kid. For me, he said to me, if you like that player, put him in.
Nah, mate.
Right. You can't put him in, but we're allowed to also disagree.
Yeah.
I
And the
do, and that's
the
what I
facts
said. And that's what.
man was
Wait,
so adamant talking about world
what did I
class.
say?
Yeah.
What did I say when I said Sabitzer? What did I say? A lot of people that might not agree with me, but it's my opinion, and I don't care. I'm putting him in. When you watch
have your
live back,
opinion.
that's exactly what I said.
Have your opinion.
What?
But
Yeah, exactly.
all I'm
So
saying
now-
is
you know
that
what?
opinion is shit. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
the way
it is,
you're
it is.
talking your madness about
It
it,
is.
you was talking about world class, yeah, and the
You said
Salah
who's
thing,
been
and you was
world
winning me
class.
over with what you guys were saying, and I understand your points. But the facts are, if you're not putting
Sabitzer.
people like Salah in world class, but then you got Sabitzer in the world class category,
For me,
I'm
for
sorry,
me.
I can't have that.
Listen to what he says. Okay, I hear that. Theo, I agree. So let me counteract that then. So like you're saying, Jim said for you. Yeah, we're all footballers and we all set up our teams different. So when I look at how
you've put him in there.
and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Sabitzer is better than fucking Jordan Henderson. Yeah? Sabitzer is better than Jordan Henderson. Yeah? He's better than fucking Jordan Henderson. Don't chat no shit to me. Yeah? He's better than a lot of the cams in the Prem. So don't chat shit to me about why he's in there.
Oh, God. Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, because last week, shush. Last week, Jude says, last week, Jude was saying George Henderson world class. Yeah, Sabitzer is better than Henderson. Yeah, Gnabry is better than Henderson. That's why you're laughing, Theo. Shut him down. Gnabry's been sick over 3 years. He's been sick over the last 3 years. What are you on about?
Why would you?
Has Gnabry not been sick for 3 years?
Who said he hasn't?
He's been good.
Has he played at a world class level for his position?
He blew up on the scene, hasn't he? Like he had a good
Listen. Sabitzer. What comparing who?
Jordan Henderson and Gnabry. Why the fuck are they getting compared?
Oh, what you want about? You see what he does? You see what he does? You see what he does? What did I just say? Sabitzer is better than Henderson.
Then you said Gnabry's as well. I'm saying why
he is
because he is better than him. Gnabry's
because Henderson won the league. Listen, because Henderson won the league. Yeah? Henderson won the league. Let me talk. Henderson won the league. You yourself, Adam, Mr. Rage, yeah, was talking about this guy is rage and he's if you want clarification on it,
yeah, here's clarification for you so you can scream munch this. Jordan Henderson is world class, bro. Yeah, you have it. That's it. You need to
if Sabitzer is, then he surely is. I don't give a fuck. I can't believe what I heard there. I can't believe you threw that name in there. I can't believe it. You're a troll.
Sabitzer. I like Sabitzer. No, I'm not a troll. I like Sabitzer. I like his game. Sabitzer is sick. He's sick.
He's a youngster. So did I, the way Dred's talking about him. Where's he been?
Hey, why does that have to be a youngster? Henderson. How old is Henderson? How old is Henderson?
Man said he's a youngster. Canada quarterfinals. No, he's a fraud. Are you thinking of someone else?
What are you talking about? He's the big player. No, Sabitzer is the cam. He's the cam. He is 26. And he's pushing a team who's not really a great team. They're about as good as Villa, like you want to say, like man will say, they're about as good as Villa.
Yeah, but Werner got what about Werner? What about Werner who was there?
They're all better than that.
Werner wasn't. Werner's not world class. Werner's not world class.
No, but I mean, he was there.
You know, Werner's not world class.
He was their top goal scorer doing madness there.
Yeah, but why? But who was giving him the ball? Who was giving the ball? Who was giving the ball? Theo, who was giving the ball?
Who's there back
Who was giving the striker? Who was creating
Forsberg.
Yeah, Forsberg.
Right, what everyone is doing in the stream, you see this guy, Smith Austin, you see this guy. You get normal days, and you get days like today. Today, he's got an ACL, he's out for 9 months. Like, he's just upset. He's being a troll. He's just being a dickhead.
No, listen. The Sabitzer things threw me off. Yeah, the Salah thing. I understand your last points, but the RVP thing, James, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of killed yourself. Like RVP, he's only had 2 good seasons, though, James. He's only had 2 good seasons.
Thank you.
How can it kill myself? Yeah, when RVP always showed like. Without the injuries, everyone used to think, oh, fucking hell, without the injuries, man, he really was sick, top now. Yeah, and as soon as he didn't have them, he's shown everyone that they was right. So that's why I call it him, because I look at it like the only thing that stopped him from having them seasons is injuries. But he definitely was world class.
I hear that, but then with the
his level of world class was well higher than Salah's. Like, what he was doing with the football.
I think his technical ability was his technical ability shits on Salah. Yeah,
is what made him world class. Having that ball over the top volley first time, top in.
That's technical ability though.
Easy shit.
So basically, the World Cup players can only have technical ability. They've got to have technical ability. They've got to.
Ability, but never do it with it. He used it to an advantage. He put the ball in the back of the net with it. Loads of other people have technique but fucking miss all the time. Like, what's all that? What's that? Like, you strike a ball but you miss. No, me, no accuracy. Technique.
But the same argument. The same argument I gave you with Torres, but you said he didn't do it long enough. But RVP didn't do it long enough with Torres.
Man said Torres. RVP, yeah. Torres was scoring nowhere near the quality of goals RVP was.
But he was world class, and you said, "Oh well, it was only good for 1 year and a half years."
Never won Golden Boot in the Premier League. RVP won 2. Yeah, Torres never won 1. Never won 1. Got 25 goals in his best season. Ooh. Do you know how many?
He's really world class.
Do you know how many he got after that? Do you know how many after that? He got 18 after that. So what was Suarez? It's not like you can not Torres. It's not like you can't turn around and go, "Oh, Torres is holding."
I want to hear this one.
You can't turn around and go, "Oh, Torres should still be goals," or Torres had sick dribbling, or Torres was a good passer. He had none. The only thing is scoring goals. Anything that scored
for me, it was Dred, because when you're classed as the best striker in the world, that's to me you're world class, mate.
No, mate. He just had a good season.
Simple. It's simple, and he was. See,
really? He had a good season.
I told you.
You're telling me about Alan Shearer? And you're telling me about Alan Shearer? I can't take you serious. I cannot take you serious. You cannot tell me Rooney had a good season, but Alan Shearer played for Newcastle and Blackpool and Norwich and Southampton, and he's world class. What? Nah, blood, you're mad.
I thought we were about Torres. How's Rooney got into this?
Because man says is Rooney world class. That's what your man asked you. He said is Rooney world class.
I asked
you. Torres.
No, Theo says to you is Rooney world class, and you said he had 1 season. Like what?
Yo, like, Theo, I thought you said Torres.
Yeah, first time I said Torres, and then I checked. I said Rooney.
Come on, Rooney. Yeah. Fat bastard, mate, let England down, mate. The fat cunt. He'll never be world class, mate. Yeah, that's what I think of Rooney. That is what I think of him. And if he ever sees this and I meet him, I'll put in his face.
Oh my
God. Wayne Rooney is one of the top goal scoring Premier League scorer.
Yeah, don't give a shit. England. Don't give a shit. He's won twice in his life, mate.
Yeah. He's won Champions League and multiple Premier League. And
you will not hear me call him world class.
This is why I say things like Sabitzer is world class, Theo. This is why I have to say it. Because listen to what Amanzo said. Alan Shearer played for Norwich, Southampton, Blackburn, Newcastle. Yeah,
exactly.
One Premier League.
It's impressive to think that he scored that many goals in them shit.
Scored all these goals, and is it world class? He carried England to the semi-finals and quarter-finals. He won the Champions League. He's been top goal scorer how many times? He's got. But he's not world class.
Did you just say he's been top goal scorer how many times? Well, I'm going to tell you how many times. 0. He's never won a Golden Boot.
Man United. I'm on about Man United.
0 times, bro. Yeah, let me just get that in the camera. 0. Yeah, Wayne Rooney.
So now let me kill him.
Ability-wise, he was world class. Wayne Rooney, ability-wise, he had it all, mate. Ability-wise, he crumbled on the pressure, so I keep it world class.
Let me talk. Let me explain for Rooney. Let me defend my a legend, a Man United legend. Listen to the word legend. Yeah, when he was 16, 17 years old, the whole nation is crying when this little kid gets injured. Yeah, no one did cry when Alan Shearer died. No one did care. No one didn't care.
Tell me again. Tell me when he was 16 and got injured for what are you on about?
17 for England. For England. What are you on about? Yes, he was. What?
When he broke his metatarsal, he was not 16. So what are you on about?
He was 16, 17. He was his first. What are you on about? He's still a baby.
I'm just saying. 18 is bigger.
You know, what's this? If England was
he was at Everton, mate, scoring the rocket past Arsenal that was on everyone's free phone.
He wasn't when he was at 16. That's when he was 16.
Yeah, that's at Everton. That was before the Euros.
Yeah. So, obviously, whatever tournament it was, the whole country was relying on this guy. Yeah.
2004. Which one? 2004.
Yeah.
No, that's when he got sent off. Which when he did his metatarsal.
2002. It was 2002.
2002 World Cup, he didn't even go. Like 2004 Euros is when he made bust onto the scene, ripped it down, went on rage, broke his metatarsal, didn't it? In the against Portugal. Fucking
So he got sent off against Portugal.
No, he didn't. He broke his metatarsal. We didn't know that was 2006, bro. That was 2006 World Cup, bro. Get with it. You need to get with it. 2004 Euros, he bust onto the scene. He bust onto the scene in Euros 2004, yeah? Ripped it down, broke his metatarsal, yeah? But either way, guess what? We didn't go out that game because he broke his metatarsal, lad. We won the game fair and square. And the referee disallowed it for our own player fouling our own player. We won the game. Like, we got skanked on penalties. That's how it went.
Can you hear what he's saying?
Like, yo, go and go the highlights up for yourself right now. John Terry jump on the back of their self, and the referee gives it a foul for Portugal because he thinks he's fouling their player, but he's fouling his own player to get a lead.
So you're saying it's racism? You're saying it's racism? You're telling me that decision was racism?
We got robbed.
Are you telling me that
2004?
Are you saying that decision is down to racism?
What? No, I'm saying it's down to shit. It's crazy. How the fuck, yeah? How can a ref click with a foul, yeah, for two men on the same team using each other to leap up to get an header? What? Like, it can't be a foul, bro. If I do it in opposition,
what was he confused about then? What was he confused about? Because they both got the same
shirt. Bro. I don't know. Like, he's a cheating bastard. That's what he's confused about, mate.
You just killed yourself by saying, you can't say.
You know, if I someone find out from me.
You can't say Wayne Rooney is not world class for Alan Shearer. I'm not having it because if that's it, I'm sticking with
Wait a minute. Wayne Rooney played at Man United, great team for years and years and years, and didn't get fucking nowhere near Shearer's Prem record. He couldn't even talk to me. Allow it.
What?
You can't talk to him.
So you guys, so the stats can't then. The stats can't.
What do you mean the stats can't?
I don't put stats.
What do you mean the stats can't? Like, I'm not going to bring up the stats when I'm talking about Mo Salah, a right winger. But when we're talking about fucking strikers, mate, yeah, stats are more than relevant, mate. So let me go off some goal scorers here, mate. And Alan Shearer is one of the best I've ever seen. So he is world class for his strike. Is Alan Shearer world class compared to a Ronaldinho type world class as a footballer? No, he's not. But he's a world-class striker. That's what he definitely is. Rooney wasn't a world-class striker. World-class strikers bag a lot of goals, mate. Like, he didn't bag a lot of goals. He bagged an accumulation of goals for playing fucking 13 years when he was 16, averaging 17 goals a season. What got him to it? That's still the average, about 17 goals a season. He hit over 20 twice. Twice in his great career. He hit 20 goals twice. Vardy's done more than that. Vardy. And he don't get caught world-class. Wayne Rooney's a fat shit, yeah? He bottled it for England, mate. So I will never call him world class. He bottled it for England. He couldn't handle the pressure. Oh, fat cunt, fam, shagging.
Right, cool. Right, cool then. Let's take it to this.
That was a dog.
Is Carragher a world class defender?
No.
No. No.
It was not
three brackets below.
No, not three brackets. It was the bracket below.
Ginger, I don't want to break your heart, but
you can't break your heart. My opinion, I think Jamie Carragher was a world class centre. Just below world class, yeah. Jamie Carragher went under wrap-off and in 5 years was just below world class. Look at the defensive record with him, fam. It was rage. He was a monster. You know what it is? You man don't rate the invisible side of football. The organisers on the pitch, the people that make players play better. Like, the reason that someone's playing good is because he's on this pitch. Like, and you don't realise, like, yeah, you're rating the guy playing good, but he's only playing good because of him. Rate him. Rate Paul Benson, who's making him play good. Rate Jamie Carragher, who's making Daniel Agger look good. Because without Jamie Carragher, Daniel Agger is lost. That organisation. Why shit defence? Such a shit defence, yeah. Not many top CDMs in front of him. So he's got Finnan right side of him, John on Reese left side, and Ipia with him, yeah, or Agger.
Steve Finnan.
Amazing defender, yeah.
Was he Champions League winner? Champions League winner.
Decent player.
Did he win it twice? Did he win it twice? He won it twice.
Champions League winner, mate. Champions League winner.
He won it twice.
Why else?
He won it twice.
Who else did he win it with?
He won it with you lot.
Yeah, but definitely didn't win it twice. I don't know if you still think Steve Finnan was part of the team 2 years ago, but he won.
Forget about it. You won it
twice in my lifetime, mate. Been in 4 finals.
The final, yeah, got to the final. Yeah, he's went to 3 finals and won it once.
Sorry, Arbeloa was in the second final.
Oh, that's what it probably was.
Yeah.
Right.
Ethan was all right. David Carragher was an organizer. The thing that let him down was his action was slow. So every now and again, because he'd get bounced in horrible fashion as well. But he was a top defender, mate. Top defender, definitely below. He was up there with the Ledley Kings and them defenders there.
Jonathan Woodgate's.
He led the Kings.
Is there with the Jonathan Woodgate's? There with the Jonathan Woodgate's.
Don't disrespect him like that. Woodgate couldn't last in the Champions League. It was where went like damn. Carragher lasted. This one, I have to understand this. Like we wouldn't have played him if he was shit. He wouldn't have been able to last in the Champions League. He'd got binned for Skirtle years ago. But he was an organizer. We had some of the best clean sheet records with him in the defence under Rafa. He was a beast.
Rafa's good defensive coach, isn't he? Rafa.
He is good defensive, but you still need good defenders to be good defensively.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Carragher is not world class. Never been. Never been.
Nowhere near.
So, as quality as Steve Bruce was, Carragher's on that type of level. Like he's not known. He's just a known footballer. Like he was just known for what he did.
Jonathan Woodgate. I said Jonathan Woodgate and them kind of.
Yeah. Why? We saying Woodgate was shit?
Yes, it was fucking crap, mate. Yeah, he got beer injuries. Like, allow it, man. He's dead.
Oh my!
Because he had 4 good games in Newcastle in the Europa League and got signed to Real. Everyone thinks he was good. He was fucking crap. Jonathan Woodgate had a crap career. Let's just get this one straight out there, yeah? Jonathan Woodgate is shit and was shit and has never been good in his life. Like Thomas Patterson. Yeah, you got to move to Real Madrid, so that makes you think you're good. No, mate, you got a red card every game. You're shit. Like,
I've got one for you. This one, who's better? Owen Hargreaves, Jordan Henderson.
Easily. Hargreaves, easily. And he's got 2 bad knees.
Yeah.
What? You think Henderson better than Hargreaves?
I think Hargreaves is.
I'm not answering it because I don't engage in the disrespect that you're giving Jordan Henderson. Owen Hargreaves. You're a disrespectful guy.
He was good. He was good though, Ginge.
Yeah. What? Because he marked out Gerrard at Anfield once. Like, I'm not hearing it, man. Like, I'm not. That's all they've got. Oh yeah, remember when he played good against Gerrard at Anfield? That's it.
He was good at buying as well. Good at buying as well.
When he got run ragged by him in the 4-1 Old Trafford with Batterjaw. Yeah, what about them? We're talking about the games he had as stinkers. Shit.
Owen Hargreaves is better than Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, all right. This is shit. We need to get the viewers up.
Is Henderson better than Carrick?
100%. 100%. Offers way more.
Don't even subscribe. Yeah? Don't even subscribe. Listen,
I think he's better than Carrick. Carrick was stiff, immobile, took long to move the ball. Yeah, good passer and all that, but
took long to move the ball.
Dead. Carrick was dead. Yeah, back up for you lot. Dead.
Wow, people, what do you think to that? Henderson's better than Carrick. What do you think to that? I need to hear people's opinion on that.
2 minutes. People don't mind it. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you're saying these crazy things. It makes sense.
It makes sense. It's not crazy. It's truthful. And let's get back to what I wanted to discuss anyway. Is Theo told me that you were saying some things about Messi yesterday that I wanted to get on live.
Oh, brilliant. Good timing. Good timing.
About Messi.
Good timing.
Going what?
I don't know. Theo told me. So Theo, just if you want to.
Which one? He said a lot of things.
What ridiculous things you were saying about Messi?
Said a lot of things, but what I did notice was today when he said that today when he's top 2, he put Ronaldo and Messi, which is incredible.
What you're on about? What I said, I prefer Mbappe today in this style of football. I prefer Mbappe over Messi.
And you said he was better when he was at the same age. At the same age, he was better. That's what you said.
I think he was. I personally think he was.
You're a liar. Messi had 3 goals, bro.
I don't care.
Man said why did you have them? This was in the era of football that you called great, by the way. So this was 10 years ago, when football was still Henry and all these men still around. Gerrard, everyone, were all great. They were still great,
Let me bring it back. No. Start again. The best era of football was the 90s and the noughties. 2010 upwards wasn't the greatest times of football. Messi.
The best time of football for me was 2015. That was for me. Like, I think we had 15 years. All them men were retired. Once Henry and all them men were fully gone, which it lasted after 2010. Because don't forget the Barca team that we all saw, the Suarez, Neymar, Neymar, Messi team. Like, that football was still great then. It's only a few years back. Football's only gone whack the last few years because of all the rule changes and bullshit that's happened.
No, it hasn't. Football's been whack. Football's been whack since.
You last won the league? Oh, I get it.
I think no, not the league. I'd say 2000. I say it went down 2011. The level of football was shit.
Was that Chelsea's win?
2011. I think it was Chelsea's win. I think it was. I think Chelsea won the league that year. 2011. I said football was shit from then, and that's when I lost love, like, to represent English football. To say English football was the best at them times, because them times there, English football was getting.
2000 football, England dominated for a bit, but you can't what you like just because England stopped dominating.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm on about. Right. So when people said, people used to say, right then, back in the day, in the 90s and the 90s, you had like the top 4 English teams, The top 4 English teams could go to any league and batter them. And probably win the league in them. That's how it used to be in the 90s and the 90s.
There's no way that them Liverpool teams that were coming fourth would have won the Serie A, would have won the La Liga.
You didn't
chance, mate. Barca would have battered us. Juve and them prime AC would have battered us, in the league. Like
them days there. What was
you lot better? What are you saying? Was you lot better than that prime AC team that used to win the league, and the Juve team? Would you say that United team was better?
Do you know what's mad? Because this is what I'm going to say. Right. A lot of people forget, how without Fergie, Fergie was why United was a great team, because we never really had great players throughout the whole time Fergie was there.
He could have his shit little Scottish football style, into another the Spanish league, which demands better football and all that. You think long ball putting it in would have worked in them leagues? But in 26 years of management, he only won 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, that's great. Not many managers win the Champions League.
I don't know. I feel like when Pep retires, it's not a lot.
Because look at the difference. Pep's played, from
1995 onwards, was a team classed as top 3 in the world.
Yes. So now let me tell you this. Pep's been to the so let me tell you now. Every team Pep's been to.
You lost to this guy. Got battered. By Pep twice.
Why didn't you let me talk?
You know why? Because style of play didn't work. Look what Rio Ferdinand said. Man said, "Yo, it was mad. Like, who was out there? I felt shit. Like, man said they made us feel like we was dead. Like, that's."
Now let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it would have worked.
Man, you would have won these leagues.
So let me tell you why it would have worked. Why Man United and them big teams would have worked. Because the physical side of the Prem back then would have dominated European football in a league city.
European football was also physical, bro.
No, it wasn't. Spanish league's never been physical. What are you on about, Ginge? What are you on about?
What, Man City's never been physical. Like, you talk about now, by the way, surely. Like, back in the day, mate, I don't watch Lazio and Roma game, mate, but it fucking goes off when any game in England. I don't know if you watched the El Clasico when for the last 10 years, apart from the last 2 years, but that was one of the most physical to watch for the.
It's never been physical. This is why you chat shit and you don't know football. The only reason why the El Clasico has been physical for the last couple of years are because of players like Sergio Ramos, an old school player, players like Mascherano, players who got a dirty side to their game. You go back then, you had your striker was doing it. You had man like Duncan Ferguson elbowing man in the ear. Them things didn't happen. Them things in Spain don't happen, fam. It's never happened. The keeper, why do you think the guy struggled when he came? Because the keepers in Spain, you
know why they don't happen, Dred? You know why they don't happen? Because why England don't win out. Because we think that this physical elbow man in the head shit's good. You're gonna go to someone else, it's try and do it, mate. The ref goes, red card, mate. You're off. 2 minutes into the El Clasico, Duncan Ferguson's been sent off for a wandering arm into Ross's face.
Now watch this. Now watch this. That's how you just hit the head on the head, yeah? Because like he says, you said the English physical style shit and it can't win you nothing. So you think the English style now, today, could win us anything against them teams who are technically better?
I think it stands a way better chance.
You've got mad. But
Dred, don't you think it's slowly changing? It's slowly changing.
What I mean by English style is, I don't mean under Southgate, by the way. I mean style English style are a lot more European.
When you look at the English players, no, watch when you look at it, yeah? You see the best English players of today. Yeah? So of today, so we're talking about now. Yeah?
Yeah.
The technical gifted ones who look the part already. The Sakas, the Fodens.
Nothing like what you associate with an English player, though, is it?
No, and that's what I'm saying, and that's because it's the continental style of playing. So it's not really English what you're playing.
Why would we change it? League. Surely everyone should be copying us, and because that's the dominant way and the more.
Why should we copy you?
Why would people not copy the most difficult way to play?
To be fair, Real Madrid did copy it when they came with the fucking what's it called? The breakaway, where there was just breaking on teams all the time, and they were successful.
We're failing that.
Yeah, they did. They were playing a lot of counter football.
No. What you know, Theo, this way you have to understand it. This way you have to understand it. Yeah, this way you have to understand football. The French way is very similar to the English way. Yeah. So when Zidane takes over the thing, I don't be surprised if they play that way. But they still have that Spanish. Like, they're
still bop, but they got a lot of success from breaking away counters.
No, so what then? I'm going to counter that then. So you're saying the French way is like the English way, yeah? It's not, because the English way of playing football is this is the England attribute in England. That's just what they say. The attributes you need to be in England. First and foremost, the first thing they say is you have to work hard. Yeah, you have to work hard. Yeah, England get bopped off the pitch because they work hard. Yeah, they get bopped off the pitch because they work hard. Yeah, they look like idiots. Yeah? That's not
the reason. You know when Spain lose the ball, they work hard to get it back. Did you know that? They don't just stand there. When they retain the ball, their ball retention is a lot better. So when England get the ball, theirs ain't. So we get the ball and go, woo, long ball, lose it. That's what I was about to say to you.
This is what I was just about to say to you. So when you said the French way and the English way are similar, they're fucking nothing alike. The French, let me tell you, England, will play 3 passes from the back, and you see the third pass. No, I'm on about English football. I'm on about English football.
French play, missing the style. You're missing it again.
Okay, no, I'm not. Let me talk.
Play a similar way.
Ginge, let me talk. The England goalkeeper, English goalkeeper in the English setup. Let me talk. Yeah, the English goalkeeper in the English setup, the keeper will get the ball, and his first pass, is
subscribe, guys.
Yeah, his first thing is to get the ball, look to his left back or right back, and see if that passes on. His left back then gives it back to his centre back, and expect English. This is how the English play. This is how the English play. No, English football, grassroots football. Yeah, English, British, pie and chips and mash and bangers and mash. English, British. Yeah, to get the ball, they look for the left back. Yeah, the left back or right back. Gets popped back to the centre back. Yeah, if the centre back ain't got a pass on forward, he gives it left back or right back. Yeah, if they've got space, they clip it in the corners. That is shit football. That is English football. The French get the ball and try play through the midfield. They will play through the midfield. They get the ball.
Side, right?
I'm talking about the French way of playing.
No, you're missing the point. You started by saying the culture of the Premier League, being the best, like why the Premier League was great, not England national sides. So don't go off topic because the England national sides completely different to what the Premier League.
The reason why the Prem was the best back then.
French League team play a similar style to English sides. They do. Now they might go to pass, but they play a similar stile. They see a lot of teams set up the 4-4-2 in that league, for example. Like you do.
The reason why English was so good back then was because the amount of continental players we had in the league. Yeah, we didn't have English players in the league back then. Now we've got all these English players in the league. Shit,
we've got more foreigners in the league now than ever.
No, you haven't.
Yes,
no, you haven't. You've got
Yes,
more.
we have.
You've got more foreigners.
Don't make me get I'll do you one like I'll get you this right now, bro. Yeah, England has got worse over the years. Players. We had like 32% English players in the league at one point. Like, and
Ginger, can I talk?
Yeah,
we have more foreign British homegrown players now. Not foreign players in general, it's homegrown. So
England have got less players. There's less English players for each Premier League team now than there used to be.
Listen to me, Ginger, because they came with the new law that if you've been in English learning from before a certain age, you are now classed as an English homegrown player. I don't
mean like we've got some Spanish kid who could play for England on the pitch here, who's classed in. I mean it like there's more foreigners in the league now, period. That's just the way it is. Like now, whether it's changed last year because a lot of English youngsters have come through because everyone's money's gone low. Like I don't know.
No, it's not because of that. It's not because of that.
Not many.
England. Listen. England are doing what France do. Yeah, right now. England are doing what France do. Yeah, France get players from Congo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and all these players, and give them citizenship, and now put them in their national team. That's what England do. With the likes of Saka, with the likes of Zaha when they tried it, with the likes of this is why they're onto these players because they've got dual nationality. It's like the Jamaican side. You know how much players could actually play for Jamaica who are actually sick?
Loads.
What you play for? But there's enough of them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's what England's doing. They're doing what the French do now. Like that's what the France have been doing that for years with the Zidane era and all that. They've been doing it for years, getting Algerian, North African players to go there.
Point though. I think you've realised you've kind of contradicted yourself a bit because you said
it's not.
There's more English players around right now. But what you're saying right now would prove that there's not, because you said that we're going to Congo and all these places. So technically they're not English players, then are they? So
I'm saying of the rule, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, the rule of it is because they're classed as they've had education before a certain age in England, you are now classed as English. Regardless of where you come from, you're now English. So when you're saying that,
I'll get you a figure if you want. Like I can get you the figures. English players in 2001 in the league to English players.
Yes. So what I'm going to say is the reason why English football is shit now is because there's more English players in the starting 11s of these teams, which is a fact. Because back then, it was like I said,
there's more English players now in starting 11s.
Yes, in all across the league. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, there fucking is. Arsenal back in the day didn't have I can't even remember an English player. Yeah, fucking Man United only have Gary Neville and Beckham.
Did you say you can't remember an English player for Arsenal?
11.
David Seaman,
apart from Adam,
you know, only legends.
What was the rest of it? And what was the rest? What was the rest?
I just told you all.
What was the rest of the team?
What do you mean? What was the rest of the team? You said they had no English players. I just told you 4.
I can't remember. Like when you think of the great Arsenal,
I remember those giant players. You
don't think of You don't think of them. You think of the Henrys, the Perez, the Woutons.
I don't get it. All right, Adam. Like I don't get it. Like Ian Wright. No, I'm baffled. They had English players, mate. There was bare English players.
What is to be baffled? In the starting 11,
you had Les Ferdinand, you had Teddy Sheringham, you had Alan Shearer, Michael Owen, Robbie Farlow. Bare English players. Nah, you got about 2 dead. You're mad. English midfielders. I'll tell you, I'll go here, mate. We had Gerrard, we had Lampard, we had Scholes, we had Carrick, we had Scott Parker, we had who else do we have? We had other ones. We had other ones. That's not on top of my head.
And this is what I said. Now, when you look at Aston Villa, you see people like English names in the fucking starting 11 with a couple foreigners. Back then, you didn't see that. You seen the Ian Wrights, the rating with bag of foreigners around them. Look it up yourself. Look at Liverpool.
I already know the figures because the Sky Sports do it all the time. Talk about the worrying concern for the youth in England about there's not enough homegrown talent over here. I was in Italy and Spain and Germany. 56% of their league is got homegrown players in it, whereas in England's league, 32% have got English players in it. Which means it's the lowest.
No. So listen. So when I'm saying that's why the reason why, because they came with the homegrown talent rule. That's why I'm saying there's more English players today because they came with that rule. They're not English, not British like me and you, but they're still English. If a guy comes from Albania, when he's 5,
4 years they might
in English,
At the moment,
Do you get what I'm saying, Theo? Theo, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you're saying still.
Like, so there's more. There's more because we're full up of foreign nationals now. So there's more homegrown English players today than what there ever has been.
He's saying
It doesn't
they
matter.
said the dual nationality people are classed as English. That's what
Yes,
he's saying.
and that's it. And that's it. So there's more of them today.
If someone's English, they're English. We know they're English. Like, if I tell you, if you said to me right now, Arsenal's 11, you know it. You know who's English. You know ain't English. It's not like ain't really English. If they're past English, they're in the English thing. Yeah, we know about that. Now, I'm just going off what I saw. Yeah, now
no, I'm going to kill him. It's second English.
Sports post them. Yeah, and they say England right now is at its lowest for homegrown players. Now, if you're saying that foreigners class as homegrown now and the class as English, then technically there should be more because we've added foreigners to the list of English players now. So there should be more.
There is more. There is more.
Less homegrown. There's less English. Obviously, if you talk about, if you was going to say the last year and a half, I'd say, you know what, there's been an increase, a major increase of players that have been pushed through.
Chelsea have 100 or something players out on loan, yeah, who are all homegrown. That's one club.
They're out on loan, bro. They're not in the league.
But it's homegrown talent. They're still homegrown.
League. They're not classed as a Premier League footballer. They don't play. They're not in the registered squad. They're not playing. Their academy players have been loaned out.
Premier League. So there you go. That was
talking about the academy. Like every academy back in the day would have had more English players just because it would have been harder to get as many foreigners back in the day than it is now.
No, it wouldn't have, because foreigners are easier to get.
The academy definitely would have. Why do you think?
It's called cheap labour.
Why do you think you see academy youngsters now, like you said, who maybe aren't really English, but they've grown up here? But back in the day, you didn't get that. Youngsters that came through were straight English. So that's what it was.
Brother, Jack Grealish ain't even English. Jack Grealish isn't even English.
I'm not saying he is. I'm disagreeing with you that there's more now. I'm disagreeing.
No, but do you see what I'm saying, though? Like, there's got to be more because the fact of that we've allowed the door to open for these foreign kids to become English citizens. So there's got to be more. There has to be more.
That makes no sense. Yeah, as all them youngsters that come through aren't foreigners. Like more genuine English as well that come through. Yeah,
Cavaliers, in 2000 used to be full of English black males.
Oh no, man's brought up Cavs. I'm done. I'm gonna go.
Cavaliers now have players from all around the world, just immigrants, just all in, are all in, But if you ask them right now if they could have a professional football career and they were professionals, you ask them where they're playing for, they're going to stay in England. They're not going to play for Timbuktu and Kiki Ubiwe. They're not doing that. The only reason why Aubameyang kept it real to his nation, because his career, people don't realize Aubameyang's career hasn't actually been great. His best spell has been at Arsenal in his whole career. In his whole career. Aubameyang was a loanee. He was a loanee. He was. Look at his whole career. Lille, AC Milan, he was a loanee. They kept sending him out on loan. Aubameyang settled when he went to Dortmund, and his best time in his career is when he moved to Arsenal. That's a fact. If his career would have went different and he went Arsenal straight away and grown up, Aubameyang would not be playing for. Where's he from? Papua New Guinea or wherever he's from. Where is he from? Where is he from? Aubameyang wouldn't be playing for him. Yeah,
Gabon,
he wouldn't be playing.
Gabon.
That's it. Gabon. Yeah, he wouldn't be playing for Gabon. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if the White York had more chance of getting into the England squad at the time and it wasn't a play thing where you couldn't have one of them things, the White York would have played for England. Do you know what I mean? Because they accepted John Barnes. Why? John Barnes wanted to play for Jamaica, but they accepted him because he was the best. And do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's what England's been doing for years. So it's not just a thing from the other day. This has been 20, 30 years England's been doing the same thing. But French get called out for it because they win things. Like the Germans get called out for it because they win things.
Who calls out the French? I've never heard anyone say, the French aren't winning because their team aren't. I've never heard anyone say that in my life.
You see it on Twitter a lot. I
don't see it on Twitter a lot. You might. You have to tell me these things. I don't see it.
If the French squad, right then, it's like if the French squad was what was it? If the French squad was broken up, basically it was like Pogba's from Ghana, Ray's from Ray's from Ray. So it wouldn't be the French squad.
They're doing that from way back, even when they World Cup the first time.
Years. This is what I'm saying.
Because every single player was not. There was like not many.
Was
all
it
the
French?
players were actually French.
Was it French?
Full on French.
Yeah, and Germany got
All-
it. Yeah, Germany got it as well. Germany got it as well. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah, because
this
Podolski's Polish.
I just thought I'd let you know that Pogba was born.
Yeah.
France.
Okay, Ginge, you know if two of your parents were Spanish. Yeah, no, listen. If both your parents were born in Spain, but you was born in England, are you English?
I'm English, bro. My parents are Spanish. They were born in Spain. Spain is Spanish. The word Spanish is just a representation of where you're from. So the language you speak, the country you live in. I'm Spanish. I'm born there. Yeah. If you're not born in England,
but you can be born in England but raised in Spanish.
If your parents are
born in England, they're English but African heritage. That's what they are. But they're English. English ain't some. Oh, English is white, and it's not. England's just a place. It's an island called England. That's it. Yeah. And then to give you to understand things, a label, they say you speak English to represent. No, that's all it is.
Ginge, say if you was on holiday, if you was on holiday,
someone's just born a talented footballer, or do they have to learn it? And I know what you're gonna say. Because my brother born in France. My brother was born in France. Yeah.
Born in France in what way though? In a hospital, then moved to England, or born in France and lived there?
Born in France, and my mum was on holiday, like Phil was about to say.
You know, that's
I'm about to say that.
What do you mean? Was he born in a hospital?
He's born on the land. He's born on the land.
But that's what you just said. He's born.
Born and raised. Born and raised in France. Never gone off. Always France. You know? Always France. I've got his Wikipedia in front of me. Born and raised in France. Mate. Went to school in France. Everything. Yeah.
How can he go? He was a kid when he came to United.
Watch this.
United as a young kid.
What? Do you start going to school at 10? Or do you start going when you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? You know, that made
no. You go to school when you're 8. That's when you go to school.
I said when you're 8. What? I don't know about you, but I'm in school at 5. Mate. I don't know. I don't know about you.
School at 5.
Man said
you're in infants. When do you learn curriculum? When you actually learn stuff? Because if you're calling play there and sticking fucking college and making a mess,
I'm telling you, went to school in
that's not a fucking school, fam. Like when you go to your daughters, when they come back, go, what did you learn at school today? They're gonna go, so you don't learn nothing until you're about 8, fam. That's the facts of life. That's just the realness of it. When you go in nursery, that's not school. You're just in education and people are looking after you because your parents got to go work and you make a mess. You don't actually, they teach you certain things, but it's not nothing great. You don't learn nothing. You don't even learn a life skill when you're that age, apart from speaking. That's the only life skill you learn at that age. So you can't tell me about you're 5 and you know something. You don't know nothing because you can't remember nothing when you're 5. What can you remember that you learned when you was 5?
I'm just
nothing because you can't.
Pogba didn't join United at age 8. Pogba was born in 1993. He joined Manchester United in 2009. Now that was, I don't know about the maths and all that, but that tells me he's not 9. Because if he was 9, he'd have to be born in 2000, right? So he was it 9 at 7? That's 16. So he was 16 when he joined Man United. Yeah, so that means he did grow up in France. He was born and raised in France, and guess what? He did learn national curriculum in France as well. Yes, woo! Yes, he did.
What is it?
He did it all.
What does it mean?
Wikipedia.
What is Ghanaian?
France.
What is Ghanaian, bro?
Lagny Samade, whatever it's called. He played for a team called La Havre in 2007 before being contracted to Manchester United 2 years later. 2 years later would be 2009. So he moved to Manchester United in 2009. That would make him 16 years of age. So that means he lived in France, was raised in France, up until the north to 16.
Pogba,
Black French.
So it's his heritage. When he celebrates his heritage, what does he celebrate? French or his Ghanaian heritage?
Probably both. He probably celebrates his mum's heritage and all that, and then he probably celebrates the French side.
When Pogba got married, did he get married in a French way or a Ghanaian way?
I don't know. I don't really care, but he's French.
So it tells you. Do you see what I'm saying?
That tells me that he's in touch. No, that tells me that he's in touch with his heritage, his mum and dad's side. That tells me he's still in touch with that. No one said you can't be in touch with it.
I was raised in Ghana.
Said he's a French person. No. You've got to finish because people don't understand things. All you have to do is he's a French person. Yeah, that's what he is. He's born in France, raised in France. He's a French guy. Now, whether it's culture, whether he's accepted his culture, his African culture and all that, and he's embraced it, that don't mean he don't class himself as French still. Maybe he classes himself as both. Like,
I'm going to say
not,
something a bit
who are,
controversial.
who are you to say, no, mate, you can only have one? You can only be one. Why?
Lads,
What if he says, I love being French. I love that I was raised. But the
listen to this. No, wait. Listen to this.
What about Thiago? What about Thiago Alcantara and his brother?
He's a fake head. Thiago was born in Italy, bro. Go out on then.
All right, how about this one, Dred? You made a
Thiago was born in Italy.
Wait a minute, Dred. You made a post the other day which was quite controversial on some of the language we use. But you know, that same kind of language that we use in terms of where people are from and that. A lot of the people are born in England, but they would still get called that kind of names. Do you know what I'm saying? Are they classed as English?
Idiots, mate. Yeah, who seem to be like they mean it. Like when them people say that, if someone ever says to you, "Oh, go back where you came from," yeah, but you came from here. What are you meant to do? Like, it's like, mate, shut the fuck up, you ignorant prick. That's what you just hit them with, yeah? I'm as English as you, yeah? You knobhead. I was born in a fucking hospital here, lived and raised here. Just because my parents on it.
But doesn't that show you the perception of what you class as English and what everyone else classes as English?
Having a culture is different to what nationality you are. Like, it's just, your nationality is just down to where you was born and raised. Right? You can change nationality. The nationality thing is
exactly. That doesn't mean you're English. But I was born in England, but my cultural side, you would never tell you that I'm English. It would never tell you that I'm English. I'm full on English. I'm English. I'm
bro. I would hope so. Like, you sound it. English, bro.
Who
tells you you're not? Why do you focus on the voices that tell you you're not? Why do you focus on the voices that tell you you're not instead of the voices that tell you you are? Like my voice, who says who would class you as full English. Like, what do you think that my view of full English is a white guy? Like, it's not. I'm not full English. I'm fucking half German. So what's that mean? Like,
German scumbag.
Really?
I'm definitely German.
Jadon Sancho just arrived.
Listen, Jadon Sancho is a fucking knob for that. What a douche.
I can't believe it.
So imagine that. Adam's name.
Even Sancho's changed his nationality. He's fucking German.
His real fucking thing, yeah. So this is your name is Adam Belcher. That's his real name. Like Adam
Sizer.
Adam Belchagen.
Adam Belcher. Adam Belcher. That's how his name.
No.
Adam Belcher.
Adam Belchagen.
The scumbag. He's a German scumbag. He's a scumbag.
I'll tell you, you're related to the Queen, man. You're part of the
scumbag. He might be related to Hitler. He might be related to Hitler.
Germans, mate. England is your cousin, mate. Bomb on the German
cousin, mate. He's your cousin, mate. He's your fucking cousin. It makes sense. Your wild statements. You're Hitler, mate. You're fucking Hitler.
Listen, Hitler's Austrian, yeah? Hitler's Austrian, and I'm also part Austrian as well. It's a joke.
See, I told you, Hitler's his cousin. Hitler's his cousin. You're Adam. Look, Adam.
I said Adam Hitler. What a dickhead, you know. That is.
No, but back to what we were saying. Yeah. No, on a big
He's in France, so he's French, and yeah, if he does embrace his other culture, that's fair. He's allowed to do that. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
for one, that's wrong. He should be allowed to embrace all. He should be allowed to go Brazil.
Remember, you've got people like. Remember when they tried it with Januzaj? Yeah, remember when England tried it with Januzaj? Yeah. Januzaj, check the English. One player who can do a step over. Here's a contract. You're English. Come on, let's go. Check Januzaj. I don't like them, but you don't play still. I'm going over there still. Back to Belgium, where it's right.
This is one thing I will say is I've never saw a player play for England when they do an interview after the game. They sound fully foreign, right?
Saka don't sound English.
Saka, it's got a London accent, bro.
No, it's got broken English. It's broken English.
He's Nigerian. You can fucking hear it. You can hear
it in his voice.
He sounded. to me.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
No, just what to make it again.
On that interview that they did before the game the other day when they got
he has to think about what he has to say. He has to think about what he's saying. So that's when you know he's not English. When you have to think about what you're saying. What?
You know what I mean? He might not be born here though. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that's what it is. Like, that's it. Like, he'll be
the first of it. If he does come through and he has got an accent like that, then he'll be.
Is Foden actually English? Like, is his
actually sounds more English than me, bro? So I'm not hearing that. He's not English. He's not English. He's not English. No, Sterling.
Sterling. Not English. Foden. Foden's not really an English name, to be fair. That sounds a bit Irish. I'm not even gonna lie.
His name's Phil, for one. Right?
So, what's Philip? I've got a black brethren called Phil. I've got a black brethren. We've got friends.
Probably in England. Right.
Phil. My uncle's called Phil. He's born in St. Kitts. What are you on about?
The prince of this country is called Philip, for fuck's sake.
He's a fucking nonce too.
And they're German as well.
So, let me see where Foden's from, because it's Foden English. I don't know. I don't think he is. Because the way he plays, he fucking looks Spanish, man. No, Eddie Nketiah. They won't be telling me no guy called Eddie Nketiah is English. Eddie is the name that Africans just gave him, just figure. You get me? Like, it's mad. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, he's English, isn't it? You know what I'm trying to say? Look, Jamal Miscellaneous. Come on, man. These are not English names, fam. Like Lowry, Josh De Silva. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the England under 21 squad. The names I'm reading out.
Yeah, no. Obviously, like kids these days that come through.
They're not even fucking English, bro.
Considering the amount of immigration that's coming into the country in the last 25 years, even longer, but let's say 25 years. More kids that do come through these days that come through for England might have more of a different cultural background than the previous ones. But that don't mean there's more of them.
Stephen Sessignon, like, all these man have never been like English.
No, yeah, well, we know that. They might be English if they're born here, though.
Yeah, I'm not taking that away from them. You're not English, though. They've
got every right to say, you know what, I'm as English as you, bro. Now, if you're not born here and you want to just come over here and represent a nation, I've got no problem with that, as long as you represent it as like you would your nation. Now, I don't think Sterling does that, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think he puts in passionate performances for England. I just think he plays like it's his job. Like, I'm doing a job.
Do you know why?
He would. Like,
do you know why? No, do you know why? Because the England media slated him. Yeah? And he has all right to play how he fucking deserves. Because when Sterling...
You don't play... You play for the fan. You play for Adam Bell, Dred, Theo. The fans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For the normal people who would back you and love you and absolutely sing the game off the top of the fucking...
No, but Sterling, remember... My man, the gun tattoo on his leg, they made it a big thing. Like, what? He's got a gun on his leg. I see people with over crazy shit on their body. Like, he's got a gun on his leg. Like, don't England go to war?
You know the thing about that is, yeah? You know, if Sterling chose to play for Jamaica, they never would have made a thing about that. It's weird because Roberto Firmino comes into the Premier League with fucking gun tats on his face and all sorts, mate, all over his body, got the lock, yeah? Remember,
he's got 2 guns like that, you know, on his chest.
Yeah. Who, Firmino?
Yeah.
But I know he's got mad tats here, and no one says a word. No one says why. No one cares. The English media have got this weird obsession with destroying English footballers who play for the nation for some reason. I don't know why.
Destroying black English players as well.
I've just been Sterling's black because they just tried to destroy Wayne Rooney. They tried to destroy Beckham. Like, if they can get you, they'll get you. Like, and that's what it is. And maybe with Sterling, theirs was racially motivated. I don't know. With Rooney and Beckham, they're looking for a story. I don't know, innit? But the media are just people in general. That all they look for is something negative. They don't ever want to post on the back of the paper, "Oh, Sterling scores a hat trick. What a player!" They won't put it. They won't put that. I don't know.
What I notice with English media when it comes, especially because people push away the subject of what the media does, especially to black players. Like, it is, and I will say it for England because it's like, all right, prime example, Sterling situation. the Maguire situation.
Yeah.
It's a prime example, bro. It's a prime example. The Greenwood situation. Remember, Greenwood was with Foden. Foden's still in the squad. We've been bombed out, never been looked back at.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
There's a lot that says the fact of. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We don't know if Greenwood was the instigator.
I think with the Foden Greenwood, right, I don't think you can look into that because I know with other ones. I don't think you look into that because Foden's earned his position. Greenwood's had a terrible season.
No, yeah, he has. But what I'm saying, and
you're going to make listen. Whether you like it or not, yeah. If I'm a manager of a team, yeah, and let's say I've got a shit player and then I've got my fucking superstar, they both make a mistake, yeah. I know I've got to treat them the same, but I'm gonna, get back in here, you cunt. You've learnt your lesson. I'm gonna be like quick for the better. I'm gonna be getting quick.
No, you was. But at the time, Foden and Greenwood was looked upon as England's future.
The media slaughtered Greenwood way more than Foden, right? Way more.
I'm gonna say, and I'm saying that's what the media does to a lot of black players. It's like even not even just about England. Even if you go to the Zaha thing, like you can see the reason why Zaha didn't want to go the English way. You know what I'm saying? Because he more or less lost his position when the David Moyes thing came out.
Yeah, listen, mate. Zaha wouldn't play for England, mate. The fact is, England never chose him, so he eventually thought, "Fucking, I'm not going to get changed."
No, it was him. Was it Nigeria or Ivory Coast? I can't remember who it was.
Ivory Coast.
Yeah, he played for England.
Nigeria was Welbeck, I think.
Yeah, it was Welbeck was Ghana. Welbeck was Ghana.
That's it. Yeah, then he played against them.
He played against them, and England. That's do you know what I'm saying? The thing. So with that, it's like Maguire. It's okay to go on holiday, be a drunken piss up. I'm not even saying English. I'm going to say British because it's the British. That's the British culture. Go over there, pissing in alleyways, smacking people up and fighting bouncers, and you can still come back in the England squad and walk over the thing. But actually, the coach cheats on his wife and gets bombed out of the England squad.
To be fair to Maguire, he got left out 2 England squads. So
2 games that mean nothing. That they're going to win anyway. Come on, G. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Yeah, but fuck all that. The game was already qualified. It was nothing. Come on. They're not playing.
They had to give him treatment. They had to punish him in some way, and they did. I get what you're saying though. The papers didn't. The English FA might have dealt with it all right, but I don't think the media dealt with it right. The media, if anything, were praising him. They're like, "Oh, he's had a scrap." Watch
this. Imagine this. You got John Terry, yeah? Fucking his teammate's wife, being his teammate's counselor, but it's him who's chopping the wife when he's on about, my wife cheating on me. And it's him that she's cheating on him with, yeah? John Terry gets all the slack, whatever, yeah? And then you have people like Dwight York, who's got this mad tiff with this mad model, and he gets slandered because we don't know the true story. He gets slandered.
And it's been from time. It's been 20 years. Man have known the youth. It's been his for years, but all of a sudden, let's just bring it out now and slander him. It's mad.
Yeah, like every time something Black Lives Matter comes out or something to do with racial thing, that comes out. That always comes out. Katie Price always comes out. Let me get the tits out and get another blue job. All right, cool. Yeah, always happens. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So like,
listen, if this one is if you know what they don't like, he'll come on and he's got other kids on it, and he'll go on football shows and pundit, and I think people just look at it like, mate, how the fuck can you sit on that show and all that and you just abandon your kid out there?
No,
kind of fuck.
No, but he hasn't. But you got to look at what Katie Price has done. Katie Price's career. Katie Price is only relevant today in 2021 because of Harvey. Because she's had more kids and fucked up and got. Why do you need to keep putting your disabled kid up? Why do you need to keep doing that?
Other kids live with Peter Andre.
Yeah,
exactly. So that tells you what you're like as a mother.
Get into that.
Tells you what you're like as a mother. But no one's going to stand there as a mother.
Like I think he won.
Yeah, so that tells you what you're like as a mother. So why is it when she brings up Harvey, why Dwight York's the bad guy, but she hasn't even got her kids? Your recent partner took your kids away from
failed marriages and all sorts. Like, come on, man.
She doesn't get on.
The media fucking hammer her, mate. Like, she gets it.
Sex takes a lot. You get
the media hammer her still. The destroyer. Like they're like, oh, Katie,
But
you
then
know the headline, Katie jets off the holiday while Harvey struggles to breathe. And it's like, oh, that is it.
Yo, you're evil. You're
that is what.
Yeah, that is horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's what they still feel. That's what they put. They put that. They put that the week. Said Katie jets off on holiday while Harvey struggles to breathe. Me. That's what they said.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But then what happens? And then what happens? The nation's like, but I struggle, I just need a break. And then all the nation goes, yeah, she's a single mother with a disabled child. No, she's a fucking binge drinking, fucking coke snorting little hoe that slams anything walking that gives her attention. And then when she needs a more pee, when she's like got a man, she puts Harvey and put it on the TV screen. Harvey, say something, get out of it. Get the fuck out of it. Because I guarantee if it was the other way around, if it was a black woman, in the same position as Katie Price, and it was a white guy she got a kid for and did that, she would get slaughtered. She would get slaughtered. Katie Price gets it lightly. She would get absolutely, look at her, rare, typical black girl this, rare, rah. And it's a fact that's what they do to all English athletes. It's athletes, it's not even just football, it's athletes. It's athletes, because like, if you're English and you're white and you're a footballer, you can do this. Look, Wayne Rooney and Jack Wilshere were smoking fags before tournaments.
The smoking fags thing, you can't look at. You don't know how many footballers smoke fags. Beardy, William Gallas used to have them at half time. So
what are you on about? Sador smokes weed. Henri smokes weed. I know. These are things I know. I know.
So does Depay. When Depay was at United, on pre-season, he was in the coffee shop.
Allegedly on the podcast, allegedly.
Clarence Sador, if you ever see this, mate, I hope I am throwing a shirt on you. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, I grew up in Amsterdam. Growing up in Amsterdam with Bob Marley pictures everywhere. He smoked weed. Don't tell me That's why Dad didn't go in glasses to hide his eyes because he's red eye on the
You gotta say allegedly. You don't get locked off.
Allegedly. Like, I don't really know. Like, you tell me, but
of course you don't really. Does this?
It makes sense. Like, Memphis, look, you got Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. I wouldn't say you a lot. Depay, whatever you want to say his name is, because he says Depay and we say Depay because we're English. And do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. Like, you got
his name said.
Like, Depay.
Well, if man comes up to you and says, "Mate, my name's Rolando," like you're not gonna go. All right. I don't know how you say it.
This guy's going to shopkeepers and putting on their accents to them. You know he's doing that right there. That's what he's doing. Where's the orange juice? Where's the
bread? You're horrible. No, but like I said, Memphis's first love isn't football, and he wants to be a rapper, he loves music, and Man United got rid of him because he loved music. But then, if Ray Rooney liked music and wanted to be a rock star, would he got the same treatment?
Man United did not get rid of him because he loved music. They got rid of him because he played fucking crap for you, for 2 seasons. That's why he got rid of him.
Because of his music career. Ginge, when he was at Man United, he released. Guess what he did?
They wouldn't have a shit, if it didn't affect his football. But it did affect his football. So get on, mate. Like, it's affecting your football. Focus on your football. Play well. Don't care if you like music.
But what about what's when he started what was the right back who played for Tottenham? Who fucking hated football, fucking hated everything about it. He said,
left back, El Sorocoto.
Left back, yeah, he's the best. He is the fucking best footballer in the world because he told man.
He treats it like a joke.
I love that. He says, I don't care about the fans. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I win. I don't care. I'm just here because that's my job.
And if I was the owner of his club that day and I said, you don't care, well, guess what? I don't care either. I'm a multi-millionaire, mate, and I've just tore up your contract. Go find another club you've bought. Yeah,
it was good. It was good, though.
One after that season, he got sold, mate. Like, he was done.
But it was a decent left back.
He's been done since.
And like Oscar's come out and said,
I went for the money.
People will say this, but I've got things to do. I need to make sure my family's all right. And he said something like the bosses will be unhappy with you, but
he never said I don't like football.
He didn't. He said, I left Chelsea in the prime of my career to go to shit China because I got family and legacy I want to leave for my family.
Priorities.
And
Priorities.
and that's it. And that's it. So,
family means more than a game that you're going to play for 10 years. Family means more.
not
Now,
some people that would.
I'm going to take it seriously. But it don't mean he don't love football. He just got to a stage where it's like, yo, wait, 400k a week. Can't turn this down, mate. He's a Brazilian. He don't want to be looked at like them old Brazilians that have won World Cups on and now skint and homeless. He said it, right? I don't want to be that guy. I want my family to be nice for generations down the line.
Which he's done. Yeah.
I can't vote him. But when you come out and say I don't love football when you're staying at the club, I'm like, no, mate, you're not staying at my company.
But James, that's a contradiction, because isn't that a way of saying you don't like football as well? Because the Chinese league's shit. Yeah.
Nope.
Shit. No, it is. You know it's shit. In the professional term, James,
the Chinese league
shit.
Yeah, Chinese league shit. I mean, it's not like saying.
Remember, actions are bigger than words sometimes.
Yeah, and his actions don't tell me that he don't love football. His action tells me that he loves his family more than football. So if he has to sacrifice his love for football to go help out his family for generations, he's willing to do it. Now, his actions, he didn't say those words. He didn't say those words to make you put that story together. He didn't say, "Oh yeah, you know what? I'm just here for the pig." Like,
you're already a millionaire. You're at Chelsea.
He's saying he doesn't like football. Like Oscar's not saying that he don't like football. Oscar's not saying I don't like football. He's saying I like money more. Like, that's what he's saying. He's not saying I don't like football. He's saying I like money more. I would like playing football in China. Still,
he was on or something like that. Yeah, he was on
good money. He was on good money.
We play Sunday league football and get a passion out of it. So why can't you go China and get a passion out of it?
Because you're a professional. You're a professional.
It doesn't matter though. He's still a human. If he loves playing, he like loves.
Watch this, Ginge. Watch this. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Ginge.
Playing in Europe might not excite him and all that. That might not be the thing that makes.
Let me tell you. No, let me tell you then. So, when you're a footballer, yeah.
It's not like you love football and he was crying that Brazil went out of the World Cup in 2000.
Listen. When you're a footballer, when you're a kid in your back garden, yeah, and you're being and that dream, and you're playing that dream. Your dream is you picture yourself winning the World Cup, you picture yourself winning the Champions League. That's we've all played football and we've all done it. We've all done the commentary.
You picture yourself playing at the highest level.
Yes,
I've scored Rockets at Anfield against United.
Yeah.
What? Not against Shanghai.
You what?
Not against Shanghai.
Why am I scoring against them? Like, the only way I'm scoring against them is to just a mill a week, mate, and I'll play my out. Mill a week, mate. I'll give them more than anyone. Like,
Oi, would you play for them over Liverpool if they offered you more money?
What? It depends what the money is.
Oh my
God! If Liverpool offered you 10 grand a week,
you can have a look. You can have a look. There's other loves in life.
He sold his soul. He said his soul.
I haven't sold myself out. There's other loves in life. I've got a family.
Take that top off. Take that top off.
If Liverpool offer me 80k a week to play for them, or Shanghai Xinghao offer me 600 million. Sorry, not 600 million. 600,000 a week. So £600,000 a week, or 80 grand a week. Yeah. Now I know which one I'm taking, because what's going to nice up my family for generations to come? The 600 grand a week. Now 80 grand a week's all right. Now that's only nice up my family and probably my kids. Like, it's not nice up their kids. Like, it's going to be all gone by then. Like, I need to think of the longer journey, and for that much P there, mate, that's making family millionaires.
Okay. So So what you just said, yeah, is right. It's bang on, and that's the normal way of thinking. Yeah.
If you balance it,
what if wait, let me finish. What if Asua Ketu says, right, I don't really like football, but I've got to do it to make my family for generations to come to it, but I fucking hate the game. Then what?
It's all right,
and that's what he's done.
That's what he's done.
That's what he's done.
How was his own? Yeah, it was done. I don't like football. That's what he said. Oscar said I don't like football. Now, those words didn't come with, oh yeah, I've moved to China because I don't like football, and it's just, yeah, I want to make the thing. He didn't say that. That's what Cotto actually said. No, I don't even like the game. I just play it. It's a job. It's actually just a job. Now, if you're at my club and I'm your owner, like, I'll respect you. I'll be like, listen, mate, I'll fully respect that. Come here, but we've agreed to sell you to Newcastle. Right? We can't have, right? Unless you're showing me that you're that special. Like, let's say he was Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, and he was wanging in all the goals, performing like that, and he came out and said, I don't even like football. I'm like, fuck it, mate. You don't like football, you're playing like that. Get on with it, son. Get on with it. But he ain't that great. Like, so you're not that good and you don't like football. Yeah, all the more reason to sell you, mate. Get out. Get out of my club.
So you know how you lot just chose the money. You lot chose the money thing. This brings up to me back when we was talking about the national side and who you play for and who you play for. Because man said they would play for their home country when they were shit, rather than go to England where the money is. But that's the exact same principle. The exact same principle. No, but you'd go there because that's where to make yourself bigger.
To play. It's nothing about it. I didn't say my status. I never mentioned my status. So you said this. Get yourself
your status better. No. To get more money. To get more money. To get more money.
Nine the point. It's
about money.
How is it about money? How is it about money if you don't get paid to play for your nation?
Because it gives you the status to play and then things that improve your stock.
To play for Jamaica. It's still a £50 million signing at Man City, mate. I don't get you.
Right, you know when you're an England player. Listen. You know if you're a capped England player, is your value worth than a player that's not played for England, more or less?
No,
you're a liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. No. Either one off. No. The whole. If you're going on the whole,
you don't have a finish. 50 million for a guy who plays for Guinea or whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
That's not rated. It's not a rated league. He paid 50 million from me. That clearly tells me you rate him.
On a whole, players' stocks increase when they've had caps.
Well,
yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes,
no,
they do. Yes, they do. That's why English players cost more when they play for England when they haven't. It does. It's facts. It's facts. It's facts.
If that's the case, then that means it's the case for every player that plays for his national side.
The majority, that is the truth.
Nothing to do with English.
You know it is.
Sterling don't get more wage because he plays for England. You get
a better value. You get a bigger value.
Endo don't get paid more. Endo gets underpaid for Liverpool. He don't get paid a lot, but he's English. Why?
No, listen to what I'm saying. It's not about. I'm not saying English. I'm saying
you're English.
If you get capped on a national level, yeah, and if you play for international, that adds to your stock. You're not going to get paid more for your club because to get paid for your national team, you have to be doing well for your club in the first place. So the club will set the standard. The club will pay you before the international. But it adds to your stock. It adds to your stock. You cannot deny that it adds to your stock.
No club ever signed a player. We signed him because he made a couple of appearances for Germany.
Not a couple. If you're an international, you play for on international league. It adds to your stock. It adds to your stock.
Him for paying 50 times.
I'll guarantee you it adds to your stock. I guarantee you.
Times for Germany, but he's dead. His value ain't increased, mate. Don't care what else says. Emery can play for Germany, mate, but he went on a free.
Mustafi is a prime example. Yeah, Mustafi's shit, but he's been into the World Cup. He's a World Cup winner. He gets 35 million. Yeah, simple. Like that, it adds to your stock. It adds to your stock.
It wasn't. He had a solid season.
It adds to your stock, so you're lying.
He had a solid season.
International football.
Never been exposed before. He'd never been
international footballer.
He'd never been exposed
for national team.
No. He'd never been exposed before. So that means people viewed him as a top defender, and you got him for a bargain at the time of 35 million, which is classed as a bargain at the time. But he turned out to be a shit deal because he was awful for you. But
yes, it turned out to be a shit deal. However, it added to his stock.
Not because he was a German international winner, because he didn't even play. Yeah, it wasn't because of that at all. It was all to do with the fact that he played good for Valencia. That was all it's to do with.
He was shit.
No, it wasn't.
It was shit. But it's because he's got international caps, like most players. When you got international caps, it adds to your stock as a player. Yes, it does.
He's not
adds to your stock.
He's not on more money now. He's not on more money now because he played for the German national side.
Oh my god. Yo, Dred. You know, if you're a player, wait, you've had your talk. If you're a player and you're trying to do contract negotiations, but you're an international player, do you think you've got more things to say?
Of course you have.
Exactly. Because it adds to your stock.
Then then this is what happened. Yeah, this is what happened because the Harry Maguire deal proves it. Yeah, that deal proves
Exactly.
it.
And I was going to bring that
So
next.
what happened? What happened was Man United went in for Koulibaly for 60 mil. Yeah, and we already agreed a deal with Leicester for Harry Maguire for 60 mil. So we've already did but we tried to partner him with Koulibaly and tried to get Koulibaly for 80 mil. But they said they wanted 90 something, yeah? So what happened was we've already agreed the contract.
For Senegal, why is he so high if he plays for Senegal?
No, I'm going to tell you why he was so high.
Why would you pay for a guy who's from Senegal?
Listen,
He's a
man,
good player. He's a good player.
Not a big nation, though, is it? But it's not a big nation like
Who are you talking about? Big nation. I said having an international package, twat.
You said you wouldn't pick Guinea over England because England had more value to your stock. That point's been defeated. Senegal are not bigger than England. Yeah, he's got more value to his stock than Maguire has.
Oh my god. He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Making no sense, bro. It's making no sense.
Break it down for him. Break it down.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to break it down. What happened? Let me break it down.
England playing well. No, because you're going to say something that I know you're going to say, so I'm going to stop you from saying it. Like Maguire cost him so much. Did him playing well for England in that World Cup help his stock in England rise to be 80 million? Yeah, of course. Of course, it made less.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I wasn't going to say that at all. So what you're on about, I wasn't going to say that. We already agreed the deal with Leicester. The deal was done. The 60 mil deal was done. It was just for Man U to send the paperwork and forward the money. Yeah. We went in for Koulibaly because of his performance in the Champions League the season before. Yeah, with Napoli. Yeah. And how his season went with Napoli that season and how well they did. Yeah. So we wanted to bring them two together as a partnership. So when we've gone today and they're saying we'll pay you 80 mil and they say no, we want 95. It's like, oh shit, panic stations. We now need to go back to Leicester and finalize that deal. When we've gone back into Leicester, Leicester says, you was going to pay that for that old man. You was going to pay that for that old man. We want 80 mil. Now, Man United needed a defender. We had zero choice but to buy Harry Maguire. One, because we already agreed the deal anyway, yeah, with him. And two, we wasn't willing to pay that for Koulibaly because of his age. Yeah? So then that's why it adds value because Harry Maguire isn't better than Koulibaly. No way. He probably hasn't got the potential to be better than Koulibaly.
You've all missed the point because what we originally stated was that Theo, he was on about
value.
Why do you think people pick other nations over the other one? Because we're going to get more money. It's not because if you're
let me finish my point I was making. So what happened was the World Cup happened. Yeah, the World Cup happened, and Harry Maguire miraculously had this great World Cup. Miraculously, yeah, because he's never played back that level since that World Cup.
World Cup in value, not England. The World Cup.
Yeah.
So how do you play in the World Cup? How do you play in the World Cup? How do you play in the
World Cup? English, bro.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let me finish.
I'm done with it.
It got noticed.
Let me finish.
Why did we buy the youth? Because he played well. The World Cup.
Let me finish.
In the World Cup. International.
No, let me finish.
Not to do because he plays for a big nation. Nothing to do with his nation.
Let me finish.
Ginge. Now, you're a platform to be noticed. People are going to take you seriously.
Go on, Dred.
No, Ginge. The fact and point I'm making is, yeah, before Man United went for Harry Maguire, when he made his move to Leicester, yeah, how much did Leicester buy him for? 6 mil?
That's 16 mil, something like that.
Yeah, it's something crap, like nothing. What is worth? Yeah.
Why not English?
Let me tell you why. One, because it's English, they paid. That's why he was 16 mil. Yeah, because, and then you got to look at the transfer of who did
like and subscribe. But yeah, you missed a lot.
What's his name? Sioncho. Yeah, Sioncho. How much did they pay for him?
I don't know.
How much did Leicester pay for him? It was about the same, innit?
Sioncho. Cheap. Yeah. I think it was cheap. About six.
Yeah. Now, Sioncho is 50 times better than Harry Maguire. I don't care what anyone wants to tell me in the pocket, whoever's watching, whatever. He's a better defender than Harry Maguire. They're both the same build and they're both the same type of defender. But if you're asking me who I'm picking, I am picking Sioncho over Harry Maguire. Yeah. One, he's more composed than him. Yeah. He's more composed than him and he's a better distributor of the ball than him as well. And I think he's actually better than him in the air as well. So I just think he's a better defender than him. yeah, because Harry Maguire is English, yeah, we paid 80 mil for Harry Maguire. If we went in for Sancho, we could get him for 36 million pounds.
About what your club's paying though. We're not. That ain't my point. Now, you said to me,
it's value. It's value.
No. Because man,
it's value.
You can't.
No, it isn't. It's a value.
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with that. Because English players, if you said to me, English players, because they don't want 100 are just English players. If you said to me, English players, the clubs in England charge more for English players to other English clubs, I'd agree with that. Because that's only because that rule came in about the homegrown stuff, man needing 8 homegrown players. So that's why there's more value to an English player to other English clubs when you're buying the player. The player being English don't get him more of a wage. Because if you see
Watch this. How much is Jack Grealish worth? You're not going to check now. How much is Jack Grealish worth?
60 mil, 70 mil.
Yeah? Right, cool. Jack Grealish is worth.
Thank you, Dred.
Wait, I had to hold my laughing. Yeah? I had to hold it in. Yeah? All right, Jack Grealish is worth 70 mil. Yeah? Yeah?
Yep.
How much is Jota? Shut the fuck up.
And now I'm going to do. So I hope you shut up after this one then, yeah? Are you ready for this? How much did Liverpool pay for Naby Keita?
Yeah.
How much did Liverpool pay for Naby Keita, who plays for Guinea or Ghana or wherever it is? How much do we pay for him? Why do we pay for him if he's not English? Why do we pay so much? Why do we pay 20 million for Henderson? Why do we only pay 20 million for Jordan English Henderson, but 70 million for Naby Keita?
Let me tell you why. Here we go.
Go.
Jordan Henderson was at Sunderland who got relegated. No. Let me
That's it. I've won. I've basically won that one there, mate. Yes, get in.
He's gone mad.
And I had already lined up, mate. You can't really. He's worth 6 million, and he's better than Yota, you madman.
Can I finish?
Season than Yota. When Liverpool signed Yota, you all said he was going to be.
Shut up and let me talk. Let me finish.
You
said
you said it.
Why didn't you talk?
You said it.
Why didn't you let me talk?
Man said and Grealish. That proves the point. Grealish is worth more than him.
I'm going back to Henderson. I'm going back to the Henderson and Keita situation. Henderson, why didn't you let me talk? You asked me a question. Can I answer you? Don't just jump in and jump down my throat. Like I said, Sunderland got relegated. It was a bargain for Liverpool to go in. They need the money. It was slap 20 mil and get him. Keita, at the time when you was going in for him, was a promising world star. No one didn't think Keita was going to flop.
Why have you got an excuse for him but not for that? Remember the English value.
Wait. You can't use Henderson. Did Henderson have any caps when Liverpool signed him?
I don't know.
No.
Did Naby Keita?
No, he didn't.
Did Naby Keita have England?
No, he's not English.
Oh yeah. I thought not.
But he's got international pedigree.
Or whoever it is, yeah. Are you saying that caps for Guinea, whoever it is, yeah? Are you saying to me that them caps give him more value?
Yes. Because this guy. Listen, Theo, yeah. So
you don't get it. You don't understand it.
Naby Keita, no, forget all that. Naby Keita played in the same Champions League thing is what I was talking about Sabitzer. Yeah, he played in Champions League.
In the same team. He played in the same team.
He played in the same team. So don't be telling me about because Sabitzer was the backup to Naby at the time. What are you on about? Naby, everyone thought Naby was going to be a world superstar. We all did because he was beasting. So Liverpool went in and says, we'll give you this P, but we're going to pay you over a period of time. It's just that he hasn't adapted to the English game and he got injured straight away when he came.
And he already had 30 caps for his international team, which I'm saying it adds to your value. It's a common sense. It's common sense.
Jordan Henderson was at relegated to England. No caps to England.
You said the English value adds to it.
Not just it. That's an example.
Also, there's more now. So there's not just that.
International caps give you value. Like it's not a.
So you're telling me right now that Naby Keita's international caps gave him value, yeah? You're chatting shit, fam. Because no one even knew about his international caps.
Listen to what I said. So can I say what I said? Because
Leipzig was his next estimate, yeah, and he's shit. So we paid over the odds.
He's not shit.
Naby Keita's not shit, though.
He's not shit, but he's not 60 million.
He's not shit.
But Jack Grealish is. Jack Grealish is. So Jack Grealish is, though.
I think he is.
You're saying to yourself, you could never run my club. You could never run my club. Jack Grealish is not worth £60 million, fam. Are you fucking mad?
No, it's not.
You're never going to bring it back on shirt sales.
Luis Figo. No, he's not. Like, is he worth more than Figo? No, he's not. But in today's day and age, Figo would be worth 150 mil compared to Jack Grealish as 60.
You said Figo wouldn't last in this modern era.
I'm using him as an example. Yeah.
Don't use it. Use someone else.
One thing for being literal with it. Like, I'm just using him as a starter with a big name player. He would be worth more. He would be worth more if he had that status now.
Here's the killer question.
60 million is not worth 200.
Are you buying Jack Grealish for 60 million or Ronaldo for 60 million today?
Which Ronaldo?
CR7. Today. CR7. Today.
I'm Jack Grealish over Ronnie. Like, listen, if I can get Ronnie for 60 million, that is a bargain, mate. Like, give him it. Awesome. Get in some. Or Cristiano Ronaldo. Like,
yeah. He's going to take a risk at 60 mil. He's going to take a risk of 60 mil with a 36-year-old.
Not a risk, mate.
For 60 million. For 60 million. Yeah, but we will pay for an unestablished, about 6-capped English player still play 60 mil. It shows you how he thinks in football terms.
So you're telling me his club, but good for his nation.
How you think as a footballer? You said you would pay 60 mil for Ronaldo, yeah, who's proven and done it all.
You get me more for Ronaldo. You know what I mean? I won't pay over. I won't pay over. You won't pay over 100 for Prime Ronaldo. Yeah, Prime Ronaldo.
Done him.
Don't just agree with me.
No, it's done him.
How is he doing it? How is he doing it? He said he gave me a scenario where I can only.
This one's for you.
You could have changed it. 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 You could have said I would have done that. You could have said that.
Yeah.
You gave me a scenario, and I've had this scenario, you madman. He said,
you don't have to. You have to.
Hang on a minute. He said, who would I rather have for 60 million? Jack Grealish or Cristiano Ronaldo, who, by the way, is top 5 ever. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'll go with a top 5 ever player. Yeah, yes, I will. Yes, I will, mate. All day long, mate. I think
Yes, you will.
Why won't we? Does that mean Jack Grealish is dead? Does that mean I now think Jack Grealish is dead and not worth the 60 million? No, it just means that you give me a better player for the same price. Would Ronaldo cost 60 million? It costs a lot more. That's the difference.
Ronaldo will not cost 60 million at this age. Ronaldo's next move.
300 grand a week.
Listen. Ronaldo's next move, yeah, is only to probably a United, yeah, because out of desperation and position we're in. So his next move. Yeah, out of desperation. No, his next big money move. Ronaldo to come to United, Man U would have to pay. We wouldn't pay 100. You fucking sick of it. You've got no sense. You have no sense.
For you, they had to pay 100 million for him in his 30s as well. By the way, they had to pay 100 mil, yeah, for him, and his name's Matt. And he'd be going back to United, who they would know that he's got a big following there, so we're going to charge him a bit more. Right, so they know that they would know the estimated shirt sales. No. They would know the estimated shirt sales money you're going to make back on him. Now they won't want to get robbed here, so they want to accumulate the shirt sales they was going to make back as well. So the shirt sale money that they're going to lose out on is going to be part of the deal. So how much shirt sales does it make a year? I don't know. Let's say 50.
Okay.
United.
Man ain't paying 100 mil. Man ain't paying 100 mil for CR7 right now.
That's why if they do buy him, Theo, at the end of this season, Man U, if they were to buy CR7, he's costing 100 million. Around that mark.
His contract's 1 year left. His contract's 1 year left. Jeez.
The talent will be about 20 mil. Then everything else on top of it, buying him out of his Juve contract.
Yo, he's 36, you know. He's 36.
Yeah, but you're buying. Well, you're buying his contract. Right? Like, if he's got 2 years left on his current Juve deal, yeah, you're paying out the rest of his deal to Juve. So what they was going to pay him, you're then paying them that. Then how much is his valuation? Then his name valuation. Then his valuation to take them. Everything that comes with Ronaldo. Juve pays 100 million a year left on his Real. Come on, man.
Here's another scenario then. Let me see how you think. The same price you're saying, 100 mil, Mbappe or Ronaldo.
What, I've got to pick one now?
Of
Is that
today,
for now? Like, is that Cristiano Ronaldo now, age 36?
Yeah, today.
Today,
your Liverpool manager, both of you say,
I'm picking Mbappe. Why would I not pick Mbappe?
Yeah, that's
he offers a lot more. He offers a lot more. Now, Ronaldo ain't Messi, bro. Like, Mbappe offers a lot more.
Ronaldo is Grealish, though.
What? Who said he is? I said
you didn't value. You don't know. This is why I asked you the question. Let me tell you why.
Did I say Grealish?
No, let me tell you. This is what you was meant to say. If you asked me that question, 60 mil for Ronaldo, 60 for, I'd say for one, Ronaldo would never ever be worth 60 million.
What you gave me. You gave me a scenario where he is worth 60 million, not what I think he should be worth.
He is worth 60 million. Ronaldo's worth 60 million.
You know, my answer can't be that. No, my answer can't be he's worth more than 60 million because you're going to go, no, but let's say he's worth.
He's not. But he's not.
Like, you know what scenario is? When you put a false thing together, you put a false scenario together.
Watch this.
Man said, oh, you could have said he's worth more than 60 million. I know that, bro, but that ain't what was on about. You asked me to pick. You asked me to pick between 60 million or 60 million, and it can get me around.
My answer would have been
Ronaldo.
Buying Ronaldo at this.
Ronaldo.
You'd have really said Ronaldo, but I won't.
Ronaldo, yeah, is worth 60 million today. Today, as we speak today.
So why should my logical answer? But you just said my logical answer should have been no. I wouldn't pay that because he's worth more. So if he's worth 60 million today, why would I say that?
Because you said Jack Grealish.
Your is worth 60 million. So you saying that you were
in the modern market. He didn't say to me Ronaldo's worth 60 million. He said, so if I've got Ronaldo here for you for 60 million, Jack Grealish, you get me a scenario I'm taking. Theo, if I've got a packet of biscuits, 2 packs of biscuits, one's off knobs, one's rich tea. Yeah, they're both for 30p. Which one are you taking?
No. You said
worth £2.50, you dickhead. Well, I don't get it.
No,
I like hobnobs. I like hobnobs. I don't like
the hobnobs are worth £2.50 for you.
No, listen, wait.
Why didn't you say I can't get the hobnobs for 30p?
I don't like rich tea.
It's weird shit.
I said to him, how much is Jack Grealish worth? I said to him, how much is Jack Grealish worth?
Yeah, you didn't ask me how much Ronaldo was worth.
You said, sure.
You didn't ask me how much Ronaldo was worth. You didn't ask me how much Ronaldo was worth.
Let me finish, Ginge. Stop talking and let me finish. I said to you, how much is Jack Grealish worth? You said 60 to 70 mil. I already knew what Ronaldo was worth. I already knew that because man, you're already looking into it. So I already knew
what it's worth when the clubs haven't even. I don't get it. I don't know Jack Grealish worth 60 million. I'm estimating it on what the market's like. Nah.
Sure.
So he's gone off your estimation.
Like you work for Manchester United and have been talking to me on the phone saying, yeah, what are you saying? Like, is it 60 mil? Like, I'm not hearing it. Man, it's gonna cost 100 million, I think. Can
I talk now? Can I now?
I don't agree that Ronaldo would cost. No.
The reason why I asked this question, yeah, and what you was worth, because last season United was going in for Jack Grealish, and the price tag that was talking about Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho was 120 price figures.
I won't pay 120.
Yeah, so no, this is the logic of why I've asked you the question. This is the logic of it, yeah. So these same players, so these lot was getting valued at 120s to 100 mil. Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho. I already know Cristiano Ronaldo's worth because, like you said, his contract. He's got 1 year left at Juve. Yeah, he's on 50. No, he's
only got a year left, and he's going to be a bit cheaper. Like,
yeah. So right. So wait. So when you're talking about his revenue, and
that really got a year left, he's worth 25 million.
No,
like,
no. This is what I'm saying. This is why it don't make sense because Jack Grealish has got 4 years left on his contract. Yeah.
Remember what then?
4 years, yeah. And then you said you valued him 60 million. No, but you said you valued him at 60 mil. That's what you said. That Grealish is. And you're saying
I valued him at that in terms of what I think the market today would ask.
Market is, yeah.
Aston Villa asked for 120 off him. I don't think they'd get it. Now, if they asked for 60, I believe they could get that off a team. Now, I believe that a team would pay it. I think there's a team out there that will pay 60 million for Jack Grealish. And I also think there's a team out there for Ronaldo.
No, they will pay 60 million for Ronaldo. This is what I was saying.
They don't pay 100 million for Ronaldo. I don't know. But
but when I asked you, and I also asked you, and the reason why I said it like that is because you was on about the contracts and how it goes and how much players are worth and whatever. And the reason why I put Mbappe into the situation because Mbappe's name today is as big as Cristiano Ronaldo's. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's mad how you know what I mean? In the situation, it's a win-win. If you're buying both of the players for the same price, it's a win-win. That's why I'm saying English value is on his shoulders,
so you'd be getting more.
No, what I'm saying is, no, you will do. No, but what I'm saying with Jack Grealish, Jack Grealish isn't a player who's gonna. Jack Grealish comes to Man United, Say he just comes to Man United this season, next season, whenever. He comes to Man United. Jack Grealish isn't that player for £60 million that's gonna do it for United. He is not that type of player. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So then you've got Maguire. So when he goes to the English film, this is where the English film comes into it. So because like Maguire is not a shit defender.
I don't disagree with the valuation of English players being high because they're English. I didn't disagree with that. I disagreed with the fact that it's not around the world. We know that the English league, because of the way it's set up, we overcharge for our other English players to other English teams. We know that.
If you look abroad, the reason why Jude Bellingham probably left to go to Borussia Dortmund, because it was more of a chance of him getting his move to United or a bigger club in England that way than it was to. Do you know what I mean? So, say if he would have met up the ladder and went to
if an English team to buy him, it'd cost more.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so Jude Bellingham, what was he? 17 when he left. He was 17 when
Yeah.
How old was it? He's 17. You know what I mean? The figures they were talking about. The figures they was talking about was Wayne Rooney figures. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, like when you compare to the time, they were talking Wayne Rooney figures on Bellingham. Now, when I look at So when I look at Bellingham and I look at Rooney back then, obviously two different players. I'm not going to say for the positions and whatever. I'm not going to go off that. I'm just going to go off what I see in class. Is Jude Bellingham worth 36 million? Not really.
Aim for potential.
Is Jack Grealish worth 80 to 100 million? No, he's not.
No.
80 to 100. I would say he's worth 50 to 60. Oh, Theo, you can't be doing that down the mic, bro. You can't even hear him.
Yo, you're doing a madness.
Man is doing that on the mic. You can't be doing that on a podcast, bro.
No, but do you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the value of them, man, is English. Like, if Mo Salah was to go to Madrid, you'd sell it for 120. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If Mo Salah was English and he wanted to go to Madrid, you would sell him for 150, 160.
Disagree.
I think
Disagree. Mo Salah's so popular in the country of Egypt. He's like a god out there. So right now, his value would be added because of how much shirt sales he's going to get from the Egyptian people. And he's like a god to them. I swear down, like, they've got fucking paintings of him across the whole of Egypt, mate. He's so big now compared to when he came to Liverpool. Like, if he left right now, he'd get maximum valuation because of the fact that he's such a global superstar in the nation.
28. How old is he? 21?
By the way, Egypt is bigger than England, right?
Yeah, no, of course it is.
So,
of course it is. Well, that's what I'm saying.
In it, like, but
that's what I'm saying about the English factor. So it's like, all right, then cool. So like you've got like players like Suarez. We know what his ability is worth. We know what he can do. We know what he's about on his day. We know all that. Forget his age. Put into Harry Kane's age. Harry Kane would get sold more than Suarez just for the fact of his English.
He would on that one. He would on that one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Sergio Aguero.
He would, but don't get it twisted. Like, you can break the barrier with a nationality don't mean no. And what I mean by that is, like, Suarez had 2 years at Liverpool at the top level, 2 top years, yeah, and we sold him for 75 million. After all the shit, the bad name that was coming with him, the racism, the biting, that automatically, when you're racist, you got that takes 20 million off valuation. You bite people, you've done it a couple of times, that takes some off it. You handball it off the line in the World Cup final, people look at you as cheap, that takes some off your valuation. People don't like you, so your shirt ain't going to get brought as much. So automatically people that your valuation is going to go down. But we've still got 75 mil out of the guy because
he's a world-class player.
If he played for a couple more years at Liverpool and he had a bigger contract left on his finger, he'd have cost fucking 150. They wouldn't be able to get him offers.
So
he's a world-class player, though. He's a world-class player, but you put the average player.
The nationality I'm saying don't play a part to it when you're too good.
Dred, you put two average players the same age, yeah, one with international football and one without. Who's valued more? But they've got the same ability. Exactly. Yeah, that's the point I made. That's the point I made. It's not. Oh.
Yeah, you can't disagree with it.
It's a fact.
Jack Grealish hadn't played for England before this year. Sorry. Yeah. So his valuation was still, people were still saying 60 to 80 million last year. So he ain't gone up. Still around that price. He played for England now. It's still the same. Playing for England, having a cap ain't extra. Playing well for your nation might be different though. If you're playing well for England, now that might increase your valuation. Just playing for them ain't going to do it. Like you can't just be, oh yeah, I'm in the team, England team has valuation. They do it, mate. What about the bench players? Like, come on, valuation.
No, it does. Why do you think Ox? Why do you think Ox is so much bigger?
Ox.
Why do you think? Look how much you pay for Ox.
Potential. He had big potential at Arsenal. He had a couple of years left on his deal at Arsenal. We got him for 40 million. At the time, some people said overpriced, some people said bargain. Turns out that we did pay over too much for him because of the injuries. But that was an all right price for the potential he was bringing at the time. I didn't want him, but I didn't mind it. 40 million. Times when it's not 10 years ago, with 40 million got you the best player in the world. 40 million now gets you an average player who you better hope turns sick. Right? That's what you're getting. So what's 6 million? You ain't getting your world beater. 170 million's getting your world beater. Unless you can pick up a gem that's unknown, haven't done it yet, you might have to get him for cheap. Yeah. But when
we did it. We did it though. Man, you did it. Bruno Fernandes was that player. People knew about him.
Yes,
he wasn't a player that
league team that could do with the money. You know what I mean? They're not gonna force you to pay 100 mil for him.
Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it was but that's what I'm saying. Go on.
Is Bruno world class?
Is he world class? No, I can't say it yet because he hasn't done it yet.
Yo, you put on your Facebook this morning, he's the best midfielder in the world. I'm baffled.
yeah. Today.
Today. We asked the question today.
He's playing. All right, then watch this.
So if Kevin De Bruyne is world class and he's better than Kevin De Bruyne, why is he not world class?
Yeah, today. No, today, as he's playing, Bruno Fernandes is the best midfielder on form. But it doesn't mean he's world class. We could know next season he could just demoralize and play shit for 2 years.
Okay, fair enough.
We know Ozil came to Arsenal, was world class. He was world class for his first 2 years, and then he went shit. So we lost his world class title.
In your eyes, world class in your eyes.
You're just against Ozil, man. Leave Ozil alone. What's he done to you? What's he done to you? You're a fucking idiot, man. That's why I don't like Arsenal fans. That's why I don't like Arsenal fans. Ozil was the top assisted player when he came to Arsenal in the world.
We're back to stats now. Are we back to stats? It's now stats can't.
No.
This is what I'm saying. Don't pick and choose when you want to use stats, lads. Don't pick and fucking choose, mate. Don't pick and choose.
Was Ozil sick at Madrid? Was Ozil sick at Madrid for you?
Who ain't sick at Madrid?
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. About who ain't fucking sick at Madrid? I'll slap you in your face, you twat. You got Braithwaite. You got Nathan Braithwaite at Barcelona. Whatever his name is. That Braithwaite geezer at Barcelona didn't even score for Middlesbrough, but he's at
shocking.
Yeah, so don't talk no fucking shit to me about
Braithwaite's disgrace.
You get me? So don't talk.
Do you know why the Ozil thing though, Dred? You know when everyone talked about the system and all that stuff. When he left and they put Di Maria in his role, they played better.
Yeah, because Di Maria was more athletic than Ozil. Ozil's always kind of been a lazy player, but Ozil was better at Madrid because the way he was direct, like how he used to play.
Yeah, and it's not hard passing to CR7 in his prime.
We need to get Blair in these chats, yeah, because Blair said not long ago he just loves debating and he loves it and all this shit. But he's shy in the way. He's shy, yeah. Like you don't want to be
shy, innit?
He's definitely shy. I like to type in the group, man. I'm getting rid of it.
like Ozil. For me, when Ozil came to Arsenal, was better than what Coutinho left to go Barca.
Nah.
What, bro?
No, because Coutinho had goals. Ozil didn't have no goals. And that's
But,
what I'm saying.
that was
In that position,
that was
Dred.
only- that was only a
In that
system.
position,
That
Dred.
was only a
In that
system.
position,
That was only the system.
for me, you can't just be only getting assists. Like, you got to be doing more.
Yeah, but Ozil and Robin on the wings, fam. They was taking the piss, fam. They was taking the piss, fam.
Oh no, Ozil at Real was outstanding.
He was.
Who didn't look outstanding in that team?
I know what you mean, but you still
That
got to look
team
at
was
if you stuck 3 shit man in there all of a sudden, they wouldn't have looked outstanding. They're looking outstanding because they're all good.
Yeah, they're all good. And he had fucking CR7 in the prime, in his prime, doing madness. Yeah, man, you could pass in the ball and you know it's a goal. Like, I could pass in the ball and get my assist. Yeah, that's how fucking good it was. Fucking Ozil.
He had a good pass though.
He's got a good pass. I'll give him that. He's got a good pass.
Ozil's vision, his awareness, and he's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, his eyes on the side of his head. That's why. His eyes on the side of his fucking head.
But, can you hear this?
I did prefer
Ozil,
you're
I'm a
off.
Man U fan. I would have appreciated you. I would have done what these Arsenal fans did to you. I see what you did for them. Look, as soon as you left, look at him.
Hey,
Ozil,
don't listen to this guy. This guy thinks Martial's as good as Neymar. He can fuck off.
He is. What? He is.
Yeah. He like.
Yes. I'll say it on the podcast. Fucking idiot.
He makes me sick.
When he said that, when he told me that,
when this is done, when this is done, all the way to 2 minutes and 24, 2 hours and 24 on the thing, 2 hours and 24 minutes, and I am recording that bit and putting it on Facebook.
He says it with his chest. He says it with his chest.
I own it. Neymar is a bitch. Neymar is shagging his sister, fakes injured at big games, and fucks up. He's a fucking Brazilian fucking worm. Fuck off.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, not allegedly.
I just like to apologize. I just like to apologize for the racism on podcast right now.
Allegedly.
I condone it.
Listen. Neymar is shagging his fucking sister. I don't care what anyone tells me. Because this is Champions League. You misses Champions League semi-finals and quarter-finals because it's your sister's birthday. I'll slap you in your fucking weekend, you prick. You think you could play for me? You think Neymar could come to Man United, get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, and you're telling me, oh, I've got a knock in my back. Oh, but it's miraculous, your sister's birthday. So Neymar hasn't played in the quarter-final stage of the Champions League 5 out of the last 6 years. He's a bum.
The tackle on him. You see the tackle on him that got him injured.
He does this on purpose.
It's disgusting.
Yo, Dred, man, try kill him. Like, that's what I can say. Yeah, he's that much of a dickhead. People on that pitch and think, you little dickhead, you think you're skinning me? And they nail him. And they try and hurt him.
They try and hurt him.
And they do him. Over the years, mate, his body's took a beating. So maybe he has turned into a bit of a bitch. I don't know. Maybe he's had enough because he thinks I'm so good, the world hate me. Like, I'm that good. All these want to do out here is fucking kill me. Right?
Neymar was at Barcelona and missed 2 quarterfinals and semis. Yeah, he was at, and ever since he's missed all the rest of them. Yeah.
No, he didn't miss 2 quarterfinals. He played again. Hang on a minute. He played in PSG for Barca. That won the thing. And he played against Bayern Munich as well in both of them games.
No. Look at
the Barca come back against PSG in the quarters.
Look. My sister's birthday. That's the second leg. That's second leg.
Second leg. Yeah, second leg.
Second leg, he went mad.
Yes. Yeah, it was the second leg. That was the second leg. Quarter-final stage. He's just, yeah. No, listen. No, Ginge. Every first stage, quarter-final leg that you played in, you're never fit. But you've always got some remarkable injury that happens.
Maybe his family means more to him. Hey, maybe his family means more to him than football.
Yeah.
So that means he's shit. That's what Jin said. That means he's shit.
I'm not criticizing.
No, but do you know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't rate Neymar, because Neymar is frustrating. I know you.
I don't get that, because you rate him off what you see. Man's not rating him because of what he does off the football field. Like, that's crazy. Right?
No, not what he does on the football field. It's what you're doing as an ambitious footballer, like what you want to do. It's like you just feel like,
like the guy's he's done it. He made it to be a professional. He's done the lot, won the trebles. Like, the only next thing up for him is a World Cup with Brazil, and it's not World Cup time yet. So, no.
He's not winning a World Cup for Brazil.
There you go. So, World Cup for Brazil. Then what do you do?
Yeah, I'm going to tell my dad. Yeah, I hope I know that. He's never winning a World Cup for Brazil. I hope man know that. Neymar will never win the World Cup. Yeah? God, this crop of Brazilian players are the shittest I've seen in generations. The shittest.
Yeah.
They got my like Richarlison and fucking Allen and all these players and fucking Bernard. Like I was saying the other day, I put it the other day. Brazil were finished the time when all the Dinos and Aldos and all that disappeared from their names. Because when it started coming to Bernard and fucking Kevin and all these mad names,
I ain't even clocked it. I ain't even clocked that the Dinos and that have gone. Like it's gone. And the Ronaldos, is the Rivaldo?
Gone.
All them Dinos,
I don't get it. Like,
like you've got people like
Man says you can't use that. You can't use that. No, you can't use it. Man telling me you can't use it.
You've got Fred. You know. Like, listen, a man's got a Brazilian called Fred and Bernard. like, no Dino. No one in the team's called Dino. I don't think they've got an Eno or an Aldo in the team.
Where's the Dino?
There isn't none. I told you there isn't none. That means Brazil have had no football gods. Because remember, Ronaldo means football god in something like that in Brazil, isn't it? I'm sure that's what it means. The actual name Ronaldo. It's something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? They're dead. Brazil's dead. Brazil have finished me. England's got more hope than Brazil. Check that. I never thought I'd need to say that. But there's more hope in England than Brazil.
Yeah. Just don't build them like they used to. They don't build them like they used to.
No, they don't.
That's why football can't be better. It can't be. It can't be. Because that was a nation that should never, ever, ever have lost its ability to be the top of the world, ever. Because just for the skill.
Jins tends to disagree to that notion.
What notion?
Football's better. Nah, modern football. Because everyone was shit back in there.
The term entertainment and better shouldn't be in the same thing. We're talking about the quality of a player here. The quality of the average footballer is better. Now, is the quality of the best footballer better? I don't think so. But the quality of the average one is. Like, and
okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear
quality. I mean down to the basics, like just little basic things like being in shape, looking after yourself, being able to play.
I see these in shape man passing the ball out of play all the time.
Yeah,
I was about to say that. I see professional footballers in the Premier League doing foul throws. I've never seen that in my generations of. I've never seen that.
I don't talk about that. In terms of the football, what I mean when I say football is better, I just mean in terms of the coaching standard. The coaching standard, the styles and all that are a lot more. Like, it's better now. Man, there's more competition throughout. Just throughout. Like instead of it being between just a 10 every year, and that's there's 10 good teams in world football, and the rest is just little beat up teams that you just are only there to get back.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Nah, those little teams now got a voice. They're saying what? You know, can't go just rolls up. Come in, me. Like, we've got you.
No, but the only reason why that is
those fans who support top clubs go, football's dead now. You know why? Because our top clubs don't dominate as much. Why don't they dominate as much?
No, not even as that. No, it's hard. I hear what you're saying. No, the reason why I don't think it's right, it's like I did it in our basic group the other day. I put in the Premiership from 2002, I think it was. And you know when you look at the quality players in all the Premiership teams then, like every team had 3-4 out, not world class, but players of class.
No, they didn't.
Look at Portsmouth.
Teams now. I remember the teams, but the problem, like they might have had a good player, but here's the problem: their whack player was so whack that it cost them, and that's the difference now. Like you've got these little teams that will still have that crop of good players, but they're whack players. They're not so whack anymore.
Yeah, like you have your Gerrard and your Suarez, and you have your fucking Carragher at the back. You just like that, Dred. Do you know what
I mean? Carragher would struggle in today's day and age, even amidst himself. He says it. He don't even know if he's in top 2 flights of English football if he played football. He's just an honest guy. He knows football. He understands how it goes, and he knows the pace of it now. It's so fast. He'd probably struggle because you can't. He's a physical defender. He like to get hold of you and fucking crunch you and nail you and do all that shit here. Yeah? Can't do that no more, mate. So he'd be done. What would he? All those every player now chops. All players do now is chop. No one likes to take wrong range shots, so they act like they're gonna shoot and fake shot it. That's all they all do. Yeah, try and put a defender on their arse. And Carragher will be getting finished by all the players that do little chops inside to try and bend it in.
He hates a chop.
He'd be awful. He'd be awful at it. Carragher would be awful in today's day and age. And there would be some players that would, and it's all about the style of football now. What is
the reason why I don't rate it, yeah? The reason why I don't rate it, did you see how dead, stiff, whack dead turn Matic battered Newcastle defence yesterday. Did you see that Sunday League turn? What Matic did yesterday? Matic did a Sunday League turn and battered Premiership defenders. No, you need to watch it.
They're all like teams aren't as good as they used to be. Like, I do think Newcastle used to be one of the teams that was decent. They had a decent little setup.
They were sick for Faustino Asprilla.
Decent players.
Lauren Rebecca.
They always had good players. Newcastle did. Nah, they ain't got. You look at them and think they're probably top 5 worst in the league for squads.
I'll take St. Maxim though. I'll take him.
Yeah, I'll take him as well.
He's got no fucking brain.
No, but he can develop him. He's young, you know. He's young.
He can develop. I agree with you. I think he's a good player.
Fam, he came to the Prem and tried to wear a Gucci headband in his debut. He's finished.
Yeah, because he's young. He's young. Hey,
I came out doing
that's Moise Keane can't get into Everton and he played for PSG and score against Boston, mate.
Better quality.
Moise Keane is pissed.
Sometimes, you know, like shot. Look what the comments say. Look what the comments say, because this is vital, by the way. Yeah, this is vital.
Yeah,
there you go.
Fucking your lips eating, for fuck's sake. Yeah,
that's you though.
I need to big man thing here. Like, man can't be eating like that down the mic when we're doing.
You eating your cereal, you madman.
You didn't hear it.
Yes,
you didn't hear it. All you heard was a spoon. All you heard was a spoon. Man can hear you. Chomp me that. You can't have him that when man talking.
I'm not eating though. I'm not eating. So what
you are? You
no, I'm not. I'm not.
You just stopped then. You've just stopped. Finally stopped. He stopped. He stopped.
On a level, Sammy Maximum.
What time was that chat? What time was it?
Just been sent.
Yeah, you was eating your cereal, you madman.
I finished about 5 minutes ago.
There he was.
I heard you clapping to laughter.
So what you say then? So what you say? You say yeah. So right then. Let's talk about average Joe players, yeah. Average Joe. Cause what I call average Joe, you know I'm gonna say it for you. He's gonna get upset and go, here we go. Nicholas Pepe.
Oh my God.
Daniel James, Adama Traore, and Sammy Maximin.
No, not say Maximin.
Why are you throwing him in there? Just throwing him in there. I don't get it. Like,
because you said you'd have him. You said you'd have him.
He's not. He's a good player.
I wouldn't have him.
I think he's better than the average winger. He's definitely better than the average winger. So you should say average winger. So like Albrighton or someone like that. Albrighton. Say someone like that.
I think Albrighton. He's not even average.
That's a winger. That's a winger. That's a winger.
No, Maximin's better than Albrighton.
Yeah. As a winger, of a winger that I want who can try and get past people and beat people and be a threat. Yeah.
I don't know. But you know what's mad? Carl, what is a winner's job now then? Because
it's changed. It's changed as well. Like before, Albrighton plays like an old one where they just want to whip it in. Like, just whip it in.
Yeah. That's why I had to ask. Like, is he actually better? Because Maximum hasn't got a delivery. He ain't got a fucking delivery. He's another Rashford fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Rashford, but Rashford, yeah, when he runs, like, it's mad. Obviously, 3 players are going to shut him down, but it's like he ain't got the brain to know that 3 players are going to shut you down. Like, he thinks after. Like, he does mad things. Like, Rashford's frustrating me this season anyway. Like,
I hear that.
But Sammy Maximin,
yeah, he's not.
No, I think he's been mismanaged. Yeah, I've said that for the last. You know, I've said it for you. For the last 4 years, them 3, Martial, Rashford, and Lingard, have been absolutely destroyed. I don't care what anyone wants to tell me. They've been absolutely destroyed. Because under Van Gaal, they had their best season. Yeah?
You say Lingard?
Lingard was sick under Van Gaal. He was sick under Van Gaal. Don't chat shit. Lingard's best season was under Van Gaal. Am I forgetting what Lingard did under Van Gaal? Are you forgetting?
You know what? Yeah, you've exposed yourself a lot in this chat. You said things, I'll tell you that, mate. Like, you've said ridiculous things in this chat, mate. Like, you've said Marshall's as good as me. Now you're saying, fuck it, what?
No. Tell him what I said. Tell him what I said, Theo, about Marshall's as good as Neymar. I said put him in the same bracket.
Put him in the same bracket because they're frustrating. He's like he's just one under. It's just one under Neymar.
Oh yeah, that's mad. That is a crazy thing.
It's not mad.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy. It's really crazy when one has whipped down the world of football for a couple of years, Keep doing
Where?
it. Remember United game when he lost? Ask your own players. You fucking football. Squad and bagged. They all love it.
If Neymar was so sick, if Neymar was, has Neymar won the Champions League? Has he won the Champions League?
Yeah. Scored in the final as well.
He's won one Champions League.
Yeah, one Champions
League. Won one Champions League.
Yeah,
but he's told on the world of football. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking idiot. How is he told on the world of football and he's won one Champions League?
Hang on a minute. You see that? He has to win 5. Like, I get it. How many players then? All right, then how many players in today's football?
Bear in mind, he was at the greatest Barcelona team ever. Yeah, he was in that squad. Yeah, the best squad ever, and he's only won it once. And only won it once.
I don't think the best squad ever. He won the best squad ever.
2 or 3 years.
The best one was with David Villa.
Yeah, the best one was David Villa.
That one was mad.
Best from 3. The best from 3.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, Theo. That season,
Dred, you've just said.
I'm not hearing it, mate.
You've just said that you don't know, but that team ripped down everything. They won everything. Dred. Everything. They are the best. The best.
No, yeah, they are.
They slapped everyone.
I can recorrect that. Then.
They won like 4 finals in 3 years.
It was ridiculous. They were ridiculous.
But Neymar, like I said, Neymar was meant to be added to that.
And
he still produced.
He ripped it down there. They didn't want to sell him.
When Messi got injured, when Messi got injured, Neymar showed me that he's the guy. That's what he showed me. Still, he showed another level, Dred. Like that, other players haven't shown. Other players haven't shown that yet. Mbappe is probably on that level, getting to that level. Yeah, but
Neymar's got an agenda against him because at PSG, Neymar's better than Mbappe. But Mbappe's getting highlights. He scored a hat-trick at Barcelona's ground. But Mbappe's never been better than him in his life. He couldn't even dream of
reason why.
Neymar's left foot and he's not left footed. He's better than Mbappe's right foot. I'm going to go. Neymar can score a free kick on his left foot. Mbappe, kind of like rags techers,
the reason why Mbappe gets that praise, is it goes back to what you said earlier, his work rate. If Neymar had more work rate, when Messi and them was young, their work rate was crazy. Ronaldo's work rate.
I think it's a pace. People love pace. Explosive. People love it.
No, that's what I mean.
But Neymar's not slow, you know. Neymar's not slow.
He definitely don't look as quick as he used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He used to look slimmer at Barca. He was fucking like a spring, mate. He was off.
Yeah, it was off.
Yeah,
No, so what I'm saying is like Neymar became. It's like Neymar. Like I said, he's frustrated. Like I know Neymar's a fucking baller. You don't tell me he's a baller. He's so frustrated. Like for himself. Like
he's frustrated.
It's like he thought. Yeah, I don't want to bring that to a racial thing, but it's like he thought they're not going to appreciate me as much as Messi and Ronaldo because of my skin tone. That's what it's like he thought, and he gave up on being.
No, it's not that.
No.
Not that at all, Dred. Yeah, he thought
it's not that.
take over
What
Messi
it was,
at Barca.
At Barca, he knew he couldn't be the main guy. That's it. Yeah. Which is true.
Yeah,
You're not.
But the thing is, like, he should have listened to Messi though. Messi said to him, "Just wait, you're gonna be it.
Just wait. I'm gonna be gone.
It was literally one more year that he needed to do, and he would have been it. Because he already won in the treble year. When they won the treble, he was the man that year, not Messi. It was him.
Yeah,
that was why he moved. Because when he even said, "Oh, I went home. I saw the papers the next day, and it said Messi on the back page, and it hurt me because the Spanish people are loving Messi for winning the treble, but I was the reason they won it. I was the one who fucked up, come back and messed them up. I was the one who back in the final against.
And that's what I mean. And that goes down to his character. But Ginger, but that goes down to his character. That's what I'm saying. That's what was frustrating because you see when that happened to Ron. Remember, it happened to Ron as well. That's happened to Ron before. He elevated. Remember, Messi had that crazy. Yeah, Messi had that crazy season, and then the next season, Ron, he showed the world. Not like put more respect on my name in it. That next season,
you know what?
Yeah. You get me? Ronaldo elevated his game to such a. He went from being a Dan to a
when he was at United, he was rated as the second best player.
He only had two good years at United. And this people don't understand.
He was rated as the second best player in the world at United, but at United there was a big gap between him and Messi. When he went Real, it closed the gap massively. Like, he went massive. You won, but then we had to go Real, mate. Man's right near him, bit below, but right near him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So and that's what kind of upset me with Neymar. Like, you know, when he moved from PSG, I thought it was an ego thing, but I thought it was an ego thing to go, all right, cool, Messi, you're over there, watch. I thought he was just going to do the muzzle. He's in the French league. So
but it could have been a master stroke, because if they won the Champions League, he would have guaranteed him Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, it would have.
No, that's what's hurt me about it. What you just said, Theo, is what's hurting. That's what's hurting me with Neymar.
And I've got to say that, like, he let himself down in the final against
Bayern. He has. He's let himself down too many times.
Let's drag him to the win.
You're meant to do that. Yeah, and he couldn't do it for me. And that's what upsets me with Neymar. And when I say he's frustrating, I know he's a baller, fam. It's like Marshall. I know he's a baller. He's playing shit
like that was PSG. Because PSG.
Yeah. And don't get twisted. Mbappe was whack. Mbappe was whack in that final.
If you shut down Neymar for PSG, you shut down PSG. Really, when he's on the pitch, because they try and play everything through him, because he makes stuff happen. When he gets the ball, everything just seems to happen around him.
I get that. I get that. But no, I do get that. But it's like going back to old Champions League, Steven Gerrard, fam, the 3-0 down, fam. You see what Gerrard did, fam. You see what the whole team did.
Yeah.
You've seen it. That's the character. That's the character of what Messi and Ronaldo have got.
But at the same time, that can't happen without a good manager or doing the right thing.
And the players got to have the heart.
If Rafa didn't bring him out,
wait, one sec, because it happened. What game was it? It was last season. Who was it last season who came back and won? Was it Barca?
No, Liverpool did it to Barca.
Liverpool did it to Barca. Now, you, Ginge, I know you thought it was done. I know after that first leg.
No, I've got a message to prove it. I messaged Ash the week before. 3-0. I said, Ash, I guarantee you we'll come back. They just scraped a 3-0 against them. We'll batter them at their ground. We're winning. Yeah, and we won. I was confident we was going to win that game because they looked so wacky in the first leg that they fluked to 3-0. We hit the post.
No, do you know what it is? If Dembele scored that goal, that fucking idiot, it would have been done.
And that there, Theo.
I can't believe it. Because you see Messi's face. You see his face.
That miss alone gave me the belief. Because, like you say,
Messi's face was like, what?
Messi was like, Messi knew. This ain't over, you know.
Like, what have you done? What have you done, you silly?
So what I'm saying, So what I'm saying is, you see, like,
I did, but I get what you're saying.
You've got games like you've got games like the final when we got slapped up by Barca. Messi absolutely tore us to bits, fam. That was raw. That was raw.
That was raw. It was rape. It was rape.
That game. I have never been a football pitch. I felt like no. Final.
Yeah.
No, it's not the final. No, he tore us to bits. No, you see that final though. You see the final when he batted Rio in the air and scores that header. You see that final. You know why that one hurt more than the other? The other one, it was a masterclass. Yeah. That one, it was a masterclass. See that final. Messi made it there and look at him and say, this little Argentinian prick. Xavi and Iniesta in that game. In that game, he played standard. You see that game there? Messi literally did it on his own. All Iniesta and Xavi did was play 132 passes in the first 18 minutes.
What game you're about?
The Wembley final when we lost to fucking Barca.
Not the one we scored the header then.
No, it was in the white kit. The one in the white kit when he scores the header.
One of the white kits when he fucking messed you up.
Messed him up.
Inside in it,
yes, when he yammed us. You see that game, yeah?
Talking about
I watched it.
He said to go out, but he said when he went and told him to go out, he got fucked up from there. He said so it was fucked either way because when I told him to stay, when he went, he was fucked. What Messi did in that game, yeah. Now that is a game like the three players who stood out for me in that game, yeah, was Messi, Iniesta, and was it Alves? No, he scored. It was
Villa scored.
Alves.
Villa scored.
Pedro got the assist. Was it Danny Alves, the right back? It was Alves, wasn't it?
He would have been there, right back, yeah.
Because what they was doing, Danny Alves was acting like a fucking can, yeah, because he destroyed them. What they did, Jason Park, yeah, Alex Ferguson, I don't know what he told Jason Park, but he got it wrong. He just got it wrong, yeah. Iniesta and Xavi played 168 passes between them in 18 minutes. Jason Park, in that game, you can go back and watch it. It's the only game I don't watch again, because what they did to Park was so horrible. Park was finished. 23 minutes.
Players are spoke about it, aren't they?
Listen, that is the. I've seen us losing the Ollie atrociously. I've seen us lose to lose at that level. That was the worst I've ever seen.
It was better than Fergie.
Whoa.
No.
Fergie,
Quick to say that.
Fergie had no answers to his style. This new modern approach.
It isn't. Why I rate Fergie? Do you know why I love Fergie? Do you know why I'll always think Fergie the greatest? Because he was honest to know that he wasn't ready for the way football was going, and he walked out the game. And that is the greatest thing you can do as a man and as a human. When you know your time's up and you walk out gracefully, that's why a lot of players for me kill their legacy. Because when it's over, bro. Let it go. That's why Rooney killed himself at United. Rooney killed himself as a world legend.
Rooney ended himself.
Rooney's viewed a lot different now to what he was viewed 10 years ago.
Than what it would have been. If Rooney would have left at United on a high and would have left 2 years after Fergie would have left, Rooney would have went down as one of England's, I would say England's greatest footballer. I'll go that strong. I will say that strong. The season we won the league, and then 2 years after he would have left United and probably went to Chelsea or wherever he would have went and won a bit more time.
He wanted to go to Chelsea, but it never happened for him.
Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? So I that's why I sympathize when people say, "Oh, that's why." What it is with Guardiola and Fergie, I've seen Guardiola build things, but I haven't seen him build anything but like from bottom up. That's why I can't give him the dues. He's been handed birthday gifts of high caliber every job he's had. Guardiola against Arsenal right now. If Guardiola against Arsenal now and changes Arsenal and makes Arsenal into a side like Man City, then I will start saying, "You're the fucking guy." I already know you're the man.
Dred, don't want to cut you short, but basically I'm going to go pick up little one from school now. So decent podcast. That 3 hours long we've been on.
Decent. Fucking long that.
long one. So anyone who watches this sees it, like and subscribe. Radiads TV out with a bang.